Hello, everyone. Welcome to 10 Candles. Tonight we're going to be playing a 10 tragic horror RPG. I hope you're all ready for some atmospheric storytelling. The most important thing to know about 10 Candles is that all of the characters that you're about to meet will die by the end of this session. The most wonderful thing that we can do for them is to give them stories that are worthy of remembrance. So all of these players are going to be focused on telling a story together, on helping each other in pivotal moments, or even harming each other in pivotal moments to make a cohesive story that is both horrifying and sad. I'm going to hand over the floor to the players to introduce themselves, to tell you a little bit about where you can find them on the internet, and then also a little bit about each of their characters. We'll start with Meg and we'll go clockwise.
I'm Megan Amell. You can find me on Twitch at Megan Amell. And I'm also on Twitter and everything else as Megan Amell _TTV. And I'm a variety streamer, and you can catch me on my channel on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Today I'm here instead. And I'm very excited about it. And my character is the daughter of a wealthy couple. So her parents are very wealthy, and she does not particularly care for her parents, and she doesn't want to be anywhere that they take her. So she is probably 17, 18, somewhere in there. And she's just kind of, she doesn't like the whole rich girl thing. So yeah, that's my character, Ava.
I think that's me next. So, hey, everybody. My name is Chev. You can usually find me hanging out in the chats of one of these other wonderful people, but I also stream twice a week. I play Mahjong, which is a tile hand building game. It's similar to Gin Rummy if you're not familiar with it. But it's mostly just hanging out, playing a card game, and listening to music. So if that sounds like your speed, then come hang out. Today, I am going to be playing Argyle Spencer, who is a close-up magician who was employed by a cruise line as kind of their like on-ship entertainment before the sky went dark, and nobody really, or sorry, he's not really good at magic, but it didn't really matter because nobody was kind of sober enough to even notice that he just flubbed the same card trick like 3 times in a row. So that's who he is.
Next up is Mauro.
Hello, I am Mauro Wind in my sales. You can also call me more money in my bank account. I used to be a variety streamer.
He took an arrow to the knee.
No, but I've gone into more Link to the Past. So if you see me streaming in the next month or two, it's probably Link to the Past. I'm still on TikTok. I hang around with all your favorite streamers, and just vibe with me wherever I am. Lily. Oh, sorry, a little bit about my character. Reed the fisherman is he's grumpy, he's gruff, he's adept at the sea, but not with people. He lives on this island making his money as a fisherman, and has been very concerned as of late, which I believe I'll get into later. And he makes amazing crab cakes, really good. Mm-hmm.
Lily, tough.
All right. Hi, I'm 98 Tough Love. You can find me at 98 Tough Love pretty much everywhere, but mostly on Twitch because that's where I stream. And I am playing I'm playing Lily Dawson, and she's an aspiring film student who is just so excited to be the star of this found film horror story that's happening here. She's quirky, she's maybe a little bit obnoxious sometimes, and she's gonna talk like this. So, yay.
Wonderful. And Zero.
Yes, I am Zero or Zero Daylight or Michael or DM or GM or narrator, but not this time.
Not this.
Yes, you can find me on the Twitter at that name with Zero the Zero Daylight. You can find me running silly games with silly people here. You can find me punishing Hell forever if she treats me wrong in this game. It's fine. I won't hold anything. I will hold it against you. It's the game. It's the rules. It's not you. It's fine. I know that. But I am very petty and vindictive, just saying. Anyway, other than that, you can also catch me running games on the Justice TV program and Lissa T channels on Sunday evenings. And I play in a game every Wednesday over on Duckworks channel. So you can come check that out as well.
Wonderful. And I am Hell, also known as Hell Has Some Fury on all of my social platforms. I mostly stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but I've been guesting a lot here on C+ content. And today I will be your narrator. Now, this is not the traditional kind of I am completely in charge of the game kind of system. They will have a lot of opportunities to narrate what happens. But I will kind of give the setting, especially in the beginning. So I want to start out by reminding everybody about the broader setting and then the most specific setting. So basically, 10 Candles takes place in a sunless apocalypse. The sun, the stars, the moon have all been blotted out. Satellites have gone quiet. There's no solar power. There's no cell phones, internet, GPS, anything that would be useful in modern life. There have also been massive worldwide blackouts as the demand for power has outstripped people's ability to supply power, and it basically fizzled all of the power lines everywhere. And so it is incredibly dark. And the thing that you know is that 10 days ago, the sun, the moon, and everything went out. And 5 days ago, they came out of the darkness. So there are some monsters in this game. We're not going to go into detail about them yet because the players will also help me to set that up. But I would also like to tell you a little bit about the specific setting that we are working with. It's called The Last Boat. We are on an island resort, which has turned into a nightmare. The beach is covered with blood, so thick that the tide cannot even wash it away. There's not a lot of people left. And there are 2 different resorts on this island. We are in the southernmost resort, but we know that there's a north resort. And we have heard on the radio that there is potential for rescue from the U.S. Coast Guard. However, we have to get to the north end of the island because it's too rocky here. There's too many reefs. And they just can't get to us. So you have to get to the northernmost part of the island, hopefully to find a boat and make it across the way, outside of the reefs, outside of the rocks, so that you can be picked up for safety. That is the hope that your characters are working under. We all know outside of the game that your characters will die, but you must hope, and they will hope, that they will survive. So that's a summary of what we're going to be doing. And now we're going to start character creation. So I want you all to think of a virtue. This virtue is not for yourself. It is for the person clockwise in this rotation from you. So Meg will be writing for Chev, and so on. So just go around and think of a virtue. Now, it's probably a single word. It's something that is a helpful characteristic. You can think of things like accepting, or positive, or honest. Words like that, which will help in telling the story.
Excuse me, Hal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to type them in chat, or are we gonna go around and say them?
I think you should say them out loud. These are public.
Okay.
It's a Brinks. We're going to actually have to DM each other that information because those are supposed to be private.
Can I tell Chev what he is?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Trustworthy.
Chev, you're trustworthy.
I am trustworthy. Reed,
Yes.
you are generous.
Generous. Very nice.
Interesting. Lily, you are intelligent or knowledgeable, whichever works for you.
All right. Vaughn, you are level-headed.
Level-headed. Very nice.
Ava, you are canny.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right. So now that we have all of our virtues, let's get some vices in here. So we're going to go the opposite direction this time. Name a single word vice. Something that could be problematic in the course of your adventure. You don't necessarily have to roleplay it at its worst extreme, but you might enter a situation where your temper might flare or something like that. So keep in mind that these will come out in roleplay. So we'll start with Michael. Do you want to say what Lily's vice?
For tough. Lily is naive.
Naive. It's a good one.
Reed is compulsive.
Mhm. Okay. Argyle is proud.
Ava, you are distracted.
I can relate to that one.
Vaughn, you are selfish.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured that would fit nicely.
All right. And then here we are. Now that we've lit those, or we've discussed those two traits, we're going to light 3 candles. So we'll light those below. And while we do that, we'll think about moments. So moments are the little glimmers of hope in this otherwise very dark world. So you can think about moments as something that inspires characters or gives them hope. It could be something like seeing a familiar face again, or finding more batteries at some point because you're terrified of the dark, and you always have been, even before this, right? So think about those. These are individual. You're not going to trade them, but they are public, so you can say them out loud. We will start with Meg when you're ready, but no pressure.
Well, I was thinking about this, but I actually have a question. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. So I was going to make it I really wanted it to be like finding my parents,
Okay.
or like, but I wonder if that's too specific, I guess.
No, I think that you could be looking
Or like
for
finding a sign of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like looking for
them.
something that has to do with my parents.
That would be a little bit easier to work into the narrative.
Okay. So like just anything, like something of their, like I'm just looking for a sign that they are like somewhere in the world.
Their jackets,
A
their
piece.
passports.
Yeah. Even
Some-
if it means that they're dead, even if I find their bodies, like, you know what I mean? Like I want to find them, I'm looking for them,
Sure.
something
Absolutely.
about them.
It'll give you hope to see, to know what happened.
Right.
Okay. That's a good one. I like it. I support it. Chev, would you like to share what yours is going to be?
Yeah. Argyle will find hope when one of his magic tricks does something helpful for once. He's tired of just, the thing that he does all for a living, just, being a casual kind of enjoyment or distraction. He's, always kind of felt like it's dispiriting that, it's not actually doing anything useful.
Okay. That sounds good. We can work with that. And Reed?
Reed's moment is that he desperately would like to make crab cakes or some kind of seafood-based dish for someone one more time.
One last time.
Not good with people, but the way that he gets by is he makes food for them. They love his food. So he wants to do that at least one more time. It'd mean a lot to him.
Okay. So he's looking for a kitchen, any kind of
A
opportunity.
kitchen, a fire with some fresh fish or some fresh
Sure.
crab or shrimp or whatever. Just a seafood dish for him and others.
All right. All right. Sounds good. And Lily?
Lily will find hope when she captures footage of them. That's what she came to do, was to film things, and she would like to film them.
Okay. All right. She has camera equipment then.
Yes.
Okay. We'll keep that in mind. She's going to try and film them. And then finally, Vaughn, tell us.
Yes. And I realized I didn't say anything about my character. I am an
You're a human
influencer. I am an influencer. I am a self-help guru. I am internet famous. I came to the island to scout out a location for a retreat for people with more money than sense. I mean, for wealthy individuals who need to escape the pressure of their life and to apply the Von Ridge method, which is all about finding your true affirmation and your true mantra and really centering your life around that. So I think my moment will be when I find my true affirmation.
All right.
Because I wrote it, but I don't actually practice it. So,
Well, I mean, this is your best opportunity.
yes.
It is the apocalypse.
Yes. And I do
All right.
have locking equipment and a suitcase full of my books that I'm trying to sign and get rid of.
Of course you do.
Just saying.
Okay. All right. So we will light 3 candles. And while we do that, I am going to describe the final part of building characters, brinks. So brinks are what a character is capable of when they are pushed to the edge. During a brink situation, a character will show you the depth of the lengths they're willing to go to protect themselves, to protect someone else, or to get out alive when they think that their survival is on the line. Brinks are not written by the individual. They are written by the person next to them. We're going to go clockwise, which means that I will write a brink for Meg. Other way, I will write a brink for Meg. And Michael will write a brink for me. That's right. I'm in on this too. They, the ones that I represent, will also be involved in some brinksmanship here. The important thing to know about that is that I cannot be given a weakness. My brink will be some detail about them or something that makes them stronger. So that's up to Michael. These are secret. They're sealed, so we're going to DM them to each other so that those remain secret until the very end. Until all of the other traits have been burned away. So just give it a moment to think about it, and then it's really easy to phrase these in the way of like, I have seen this person blink, right? I saw them kill. I saw them steal. I saw them cheat somebody out of their life savings. And then for characters like them, the ones from the beyond that I represent, these could be things like, I saw them come out of a government laboratory. I saw them eat people. Something horrifying, basically. And for Meg, I will be giving her something that they saw her do. So we each have a little bit more information about the person that we're giving a brink to.
Yes.
Okay.
And Hal, I have given you the brink for them.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Yes. Very good.
Ooh, that's dirty. That's just dirty, man.
Let's see.
So he went to break. I like it.
Tough. Okay. How dare.
I don't know what to do. I'm just drugs.
Do you want
It's
some
hard for me because I'd already said he was trustworthy. So like all of the brinks that I can think of all like completely go against that.
That's the point.
That's right.
It's the breaking point.
Okay.
I would think of it as like generally Argyle is trustworthy.
But at the brink.
Yeah.
Got you.
Except for that one time he pushed that old lady off the cruise ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did something
that was out of character.
Yes.
Yeah, out of character. We're all capable of that dark moment.
Yes.
What is that dark moment?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
These are things that your characters can embrace in a moment of final darkness. So basically, throughout the game, you will be able to burn traits in order to re-roll in certain circumstances. You might want to do that if you're going to fail a conflict and you don't want to darken a candle. But eventually you'll run out of regular traits and moments to have, and you will be pushed to your brink. And you can try to embrace that brink in order to keep going. But there are some consequences for that. There's some darkness that will be introduced into your character.
Okay.
Okay. So do we have all of our brinks established? Is everyone ready?
Yes, I believe so.
See,
Did
I got
you
mine.
get yours, Argyle?
Are you sending it through Discord or through Twitch?
I sent it through Twitch.
Got it.
Awesome. Excellent. So we will light the final 3 candles here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And then we have one final bit of business, and that is we are going to record some messages. So you can think of this as like you're going into a dire situation and you're going to leave a note behind. You might find these in survival horror games a lot. You will see somebody have said, I heard that on the north end of town, there is a safe room and I'm going to try and make it there. And they introduce themselves and that kind of thing. That's kind of the feel that we're going for. You can say like, if it's in your character to do so, you can say like, this is stupid. We shouldn't leave a recording behind. If it's in your character to want for people to find you, maybe you're trying to look for other people, you can leave something behind like that. We're going to go ahead and do that right now. You don't have to do this in any order. Any of you can speak up when you're ready to, and just leave a little note for future people at the beginning of this adventure.
Okay. I'll go. It started to get really, really dark. So I realized that without help, I'm not going to make it. So I'm going to head on out and see what I can find, because it's either that or just sit here and wait. So I'm going to go over towards the resort, see what I can do. Anyone sees this and is looking for the crab cake recipe, it's in Carson's Guide to Fly Fishing on Saltwater. Good luck, Godspeed.
Does anyone else have one?
Yeah, I can go.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, I just was gonna make this recording. 10 days ago, I hated my parents. I just hated them. And now I would do anything to find them, because they'll know. They'll know how to get us out of this. They'll know. They've gotten me out of everything. They always have a solution. We always have a way out. They always have an answer. We're going to find them, and Daddy's going to get a plane, and we're going to be fine. I know we're going to be fine. We just got to find my parents.
Very nice. Thank you, Ava.
Hey, so
Sure.
what's up, guys? My name's Lily. Things have been kind of crazy, but I think it's gonna be fine. We heard a little bit of radio chatter that said that maybe we can get rescued on the north end of the island. So we're gonna go find those people, and they're gonna take care of us, and everything's gonna be fine. And I'm gonna become like super famous off of this video that I'm gonna take because it's gonna be great. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah. Bye.
10 days ago, I hated my parents.
Love it.
I just hated them.
Hey, Mauro. We can hear Meg.
Now I would do
I think
anything.
that's coming through on Hell.
Them.
Going through on hell. Got it.
Uh-oh.
No worries.
If there was
That
an
just means
overlap there-
that just means Meg died. No, there was a little bit of noise in the background, but there could have been someone talking when she was recording. It sounded fine.
Okay, good. Okay.
Okay.
Michael?
Oh,
Or
Chev,
Chev.
if you're ready.
This is entry 743 of Gil's boat trip diary. I figured I need to save the paper. I'm running out of batteries for the flashlight, and I might need to make a fire at some point, and so I figured, maybe it'd be better to make this voice recording instead of writing stuff down. I don't want to give up the journaling because it keeps me centered. And anyway, yeah, it's like I said last time. Like I don't know what's going on. Sky's dark. I met a couple people, and oh, it's getting cold. Okay, Gil. I heard there's a boat up north. We were just at that port a week ago. No, not a week. The days are blurring together. I think it was 15 days, and I remember it. And yeah, there were some boats there. So maybe, yeah, I think this can be maybe we can get out there. Okay, I want to save battery too. So signing off. Good luck, Gil.
And finally, Vaughn, would you like to make your recording?
Sure. I know that in tough times, when things seem lost and it's dark outside, that it can seem like you're alone and you're fighting by yourself. But remember, we have each other, and we have the light and the truth within ourselves. So if you see this, remember, don't worry about the darkness without. Fight, struggle with that darkness within, seek your truth, and buy my book.
Yeah, okay, of course. Yep. Can we light that final candle? We have all 10 candles lit. Every character has a virtue, a vice, a moment, and a brink, which means that we have completed character creation. There is one last little bit of business here. I would like you, those of you who are characters, to shuffle your virtue, your vice, and your moment together. Amongst yourselves, please make sure that nobody has, there aren't multiples of you with your moment on top of your deck. Brinks are always on the bottom and should not be included in this shuffling.
Real quick, I missed that last little bit. I'm still doing the clipping thing.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll tell you in a second.
Okay, I'm going back to Devon.
And in case it helps, since we have 3, I'm just rolling a die.
Okay.
1 to 2 is the first one. Just to see which one comes up first.
Yeah, that can help a lot. Because if we were playing this at a table, we would be using like physical cards, and we would burn them as we use these things. But it's just not in the cards today for us to do that. So we're keeping track of these things digitally. All right. Do we all have our shuffles together except for...
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm sending you a bunch of clips, so don't open them.
Okay. Great.
Where are we keeping
Am I
track
making
of our
physical
stacks in
ones?
the
'Cause I'm-
Google Doc?
I just wrote mine down on a piece of paper in front of me.
I have physical ones that I'm shuffling. Is that
Oh,
fine?
okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That totally works. And I just want to make sure that if you have a moment on top, say so.
Yeah, I do.
So
That.
that...
Yes, I do.
Okay, Lily has one on top. Nobody else does.
I do. You want me to change it?
One of you can change it. It doesn't matter which one.
I'll change it.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So we will wait a few moments for Mauro.
What did I miss?
I just need you to shuffle your virtues and your vices on top of your deck. So
I need a deck. Oh,
not a real deck
I'm sure
anymore.
we just went over this.
Yeah. So basically just decide whether your virtue or your vice is on the top of your stack of traits.
Okay, yeah. Do I need to tell you?
I don't, it doesn't matter to me as long as it's not a moment and that your brink is on the bottom of your stack of traits. It's just important that there is an order.
Can anything be in the last space?
Brink
The
must
brink
be
has
last.
to be on the bottom.
Brink has to be last. Okay, cool. But the other three can be whatever, but it can't be moment on top.
Yes.
Got it.
Yep.
Correct.
Okay, looks.
Only one may have their moment on top.
Right. That's what we're going to try and do, like take care of first.
So we might end up with a situation where some, like if somebody burns a trait, like we might have 2 moments exposed. Is that possible?
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. It just basically means that Lily won't be able to burn a trait unless y'all can narratively fit a moment in.
Yes.
Okay. So if we're ready to begin, you have all made your way either from outside of the resort or from within it, staying there as a guest, to a central room. It would be like the lobby of this very fancy resort. This is the kind of resort that has, tropical drinks with little umbrellas that are completely included in the cost of things. It's very ornate and elaborate. There's beautiful, like, art, textiles, beautiful textures, and it's quite immaculate. But it's also dark, very, very dark. There are some candles that they were able to dig out that you are able to use during the when the generator is down for refueling. But the generator is starting to not run so well. And you've been hearing over the radio, the only thing that you can hear over the radio, a constant repeating message telling everyone on the island who wants to leave to make their way to the northernmost point and then across a short amount of water to a pier where the Coast Guard would be able to pick you up. It's the only thing you've ever been able to hear on the radio. Otherwise, it's just static. What would you like to do?
Go tromping through the woods.
Well, we need to center ourselves first. Clearly.
Oh, I think that we shouldn't take too much time here because, we're gonna start running into trouble. I mean, I want to see them, don't get me wrong. But I think we need to start moving.
Can't have the boat leaving without us, but we don't want to set off on a potentially perilous journey with any kind of impurities or confusion in our hearts. Right? Anyone would like to join me in some quick affirmations?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Maybe
That's fine.
we can probably do that on the boat, right?
Yeah.
Well, but do be sure that we go to the bathroom first. We don't want to be missing out on that.
Wait, why are we going to the bathroom?
So they don't have to go while we're running, obviously.
Wait, why are we running?
I don't know. It might be scary.
Just pee.
Where are we going?
North.
Wait, did we decide to do something?
We're going into the woods.
We have to get to that boat.
Yes.
Are the woods on the way to the boat?
Yes, there is some not so cleared forest in between. There are trails that go through the center of the island. There are a few roads, but those go kind of high up. You would be hiking kind of toward a mountain, and it would be a lot harder going to go on the road. So it might be better to take some of the back trails. However, those are going to be farther away from things like gas stations and supplies. So you have to weigh whether the hike is worth it to get access to supplies on your way, like batteries if your flashlights are running out, for instance. Or if you would like to go on the foot trails that are lower down, but less chance of running into people, less chance of getting supplies. It's up to you.
Now,
I want to stay where the people are.
Yes.
I want to see them dancing. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. It just happened.
That's very clear
I want to
thinking of
stay
you.
where the people are, though.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
very
I
clear
mean-
thinking of you. It's best if someone becomes wounded. We might need first aid. We might come across people seeking guidance who
might
haven't been
find my
fortunate enough to
parents.
hear a radio. Yes, we might find your parents. There's all sorts of reasons why we might want to see and be seen.
And there's still animals out, like it could be dangerous up there. And I mean,
Snakes,
sometimes for the
panthers.
the boat visitors, you can rent like a bicycle or something to go on a day trip or something. But I don't want to take that risk of running into something that's spooked.
Golf carts.
I walk towards the city.
Plus, like, hikes are good for us, so let's go.
All right. You have decided to walk on the main road.
Or find a golf cart, don't you think?
Oh.
I mean, they're all over the island.
A lot of them are abandoned at this point. A lot of the gasoline has been siphoned to be used in generators. You're not sure if you will find one with gasoline in it.
Battery powered.
Many of them are electric.
If you can
Is the
find
grid still up to charge them?
No, but we have power here. For the moment. Charge one
the
up.
lights have been flickering.
We would probably have to use the last of the gasoline to run the generators, and I don't know if the other people are going to let us do that.
Well, they can join us, or they can stay. It's their choice. It's their accountability for their own choices and actions. Those that are clear-headed will make the right choice.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of smarter to go to the boat than to sit here in the dark.
Yes.
Would you like to roll in order to see if you can find a golf cart or any other specific supplies? You have to say specifically which kind of supplies you're looking for.
I'm fine with Vaughn trying to grab us a golf cart. I don't think it's smart.
All right, Vaughn. Would you like to roll me 10d6?
Yes. These shoes are just very expensive. They're not built for walking through the forest. Just saying.
While he does that, I will let you know that you get successes on a 6. You lose access to ones. They will become part of a separate pool. You won't be able to run them or roll them in future conflict, which is one reason why you might burn a trait in order to reroll.
I rolled exceptionally. I got 4 6s and no 1s.
Wonderful. So you still have access to your 10 die, and you also have a golf cart. It appears to be pretty well powered. Miraculous.
Well, suitcase with books and vlogging equipment and your camera equipment, obviously high priorities.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, once we get on the boat to escape, people are going to need guidance. They're going to need something to read that helps to enrich them.
Yeah, or something to watch so that they can see how scary it was and how happy they should be that they're not there anymore.
You and I should do a collab.
Oh my
Once this
God,
is all
that
over.
would be awesome. Yes.
I start hauling Vaughn's giant suitcase onto the golf cart.
Oh my gosh, you're so strong. Look at you. You're doing so good.
I am probably just going to start walking. Like, not fast. I'm just going to start walking because I can't.
Yes. Don't worry, we'll catch up.
I know you will. That's why I just start walking. I'm just like, I gotta go.
Are you looking for anything, or are you just walking?
I am walking. I mean, I'm always looking for some kind of sign of my parents. I don't remember like where we were staying and stuff. Like, I haven't seen him around. Like, I haven't seen him for days because, so I'm probably always looking for signs of them or signs of people,
Okay.
but I'm not looking for anything specific, like as in batteries or anything like that.
Okay. Good to know. The rest of you managed to get this golf cart loaded up. It is slightly overburdened. It doesn't run very quickly, but it does run.
Yeah.
The weight of several people and these belongings is a bit much for it. But you are able to get away in it. You catch up to Ava, and I assume that she hops aboard. It's struggling a little bit now.
Well, I mean, we don't all have to ride. It's more.
Well, Vaughn, I mean, we also do you need all of these suitcases?
There's only
I think that
two.
maybe, I mean, that's two is a lot.
Well, if it comes to it, my thinking is that, what if someone twists an ankle and needs a ride? I don't think we necessarily all need to ride. I don't even need to drive. The whole point is that we have additional mobility in case we need it.
Okay,
But for
I
now,
have a
it's carrying my
question.
books and our video equipment.
But Vaughn, quick question. Who needs your books right now? I'm confused.
Oh, we're going to be on a boat with lots of people who've been through a very traumatic
one's gonna read a
experience.
book, Vaughn.
They
No
will.
one's gonna read a book.
Books.
You'd be
I read a
surprised.
book.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, it's a long way back to the mainland. We might not have the light to read by. So, I mean, actually, now that I say that, we could probably burn the books.
That seems excessive. Let's cross that bridge when we come to it.
Oh, it's okay, guys. I'll
Seems
get
like a
out
premature
and I'll
conversation. Just saying.
I'm just trying to think
your-
ahead, like,
because your
use all the
books are
resources.
You should try to be present in the now. I think you'll find your ability to deal with difficulties enhanced by your ability to really be present in the moment.
Vaughn, here's my issue with being present in the moment. I'm present in the moment right now, and it's been dark for 10 days, and we're going to die. Your book and your books right now in this moment don't really matter. I'm sorry. I had to say it. I'm sorry. And it's in this moment, Vaughn, in this moment.
You know what?
I'm
don't
sorry.
Even,
It's fine.
I don't even take it personally because I'm centered.
I got a present for you.
Around this time, you hear a large slam behind you.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
The
Get my
resort.
equipment.
From the
I need to
resort?
be ready.
The resort. Just a very loud crashing noise. You aren't certain where it came from. The lights are still on, though.
no. Ain't good. What's back there? Like, is there like a light, or?
I mean, the lights on the exterior of the resort are still on, but you can't see inside from here. You're a ways down the winding road that leads to the resort.
Okay, so not like a nuclear bomb.
No, not like a bomb, just a loud crash.
Did it sound
We
like
should probably
something
go see.
crashing through the glass doors at the front of the lobby? I think it probably was.
Oh, somebody must have had a little too much from the liquor cabinet before they went out.
A lot of those people from
People.
Texas were drinking like there's no tomorrow. Forgive me for the joke.
I mean, for them, there might not be, but we're smart and we're gonna make it.
Exactly.
Man, when there's not a lot of stuff to do, you're out at sea, you're stuck at a resort, there's not a lot to do but drink, so I don't blame them. But I mean, they might need help. We should probably go, like, check out and see, like, I don't know, maybe they need our help. Like, what if they're hurt?
Well, we told people we were leaving, and if they wanted to come with us, they could have come. They made their choices.
And also, like, what if it's like them trying to steal our golf cart? It could be a trap. I don't know that I trust it.
We have to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of others.
So you
I
don't
would
want
like to get to the boat.
You want to go? Okay. So you continue the way.
OPP. I'm just saying.
You continue the way down the winding path, which leads toward town. This resort was quite a ways back from the main road, but you make it there without incident. As you drive away, though, it gets darker. The only lights that you have on you right now are your flashlights, which you've been trying to conserve the batteries on. Your smartphones and tablets no longer work. They've long since lost their battery life. However, you do have access to video equipment, so your cameras will still work. They may even have night vision features if you have very fancy ones.
Yes. Yep.
And we have the little small headlights on the golf cart, but we probably shouldn't use them unless we need to, just because it will deplete the battery faster. And honestly, I think we should be walking and only one person driving, and it doesn't have to be me. Just to save the charge
stick or something.
Yeah. I'm trying to walk.
A stick?
Like, so, make sure we're not going to drive off a cliff or something. Some of these back roads get kind of steep.
Oh yeah, I think the person driving should probably use their flashlight just to make sure that we don't run into anything. And the rest of us can just stay very close to the golf cart.
So it's very, very dark.
Yes.
There's a little bit of light leaching through the woods from the resort, and you see some light ahead. It appears that right here on the edge of the resort, there is a gas station. Through the doors, you can see lit up displays. So it looks like it has power. But you don't see anyone immediately inside. And some of the windows look smashed.
Looting. Isn't that always the way? There's probably someone sitting in a basement somewhere with 100 pounds of toilet paper, nothing to do with it.
Do you think there's anything left in there? Like, is it worth going towards it?
It wouldn't hurt to look, and it looks like
Batteries
it has
are kind
power.
of low.
And we might want to charge up the golf cart if we can figure out a way to do that too. I mean, it's lit up, so there's power of some kind.
Yeah.
I've got some cash with me, so we could leave it there and take some food and water, some provisions. I don't know how long it's going to take us to go on these roads.
That's so sweet.
So nice. Unfortunately, I haven't touched cash in years. It's filthy, but I really appreciate the sentiment. Argyle, was that what it was?
Yeah, Argyle. You can call me Gil if you want.
Sure, if that makes you feel more comfortable.
So you pull up the gas station. Here underneath the flickering lights, you can see some moths have gathered into those flame-looking things to them. You can also see, if you look around, that the door is in fact a little bit ajar. Some of the glass has been shattered out from near where the cash register is. Would you like to look around for a place to charge your vehicle? Especially given that these are pretty common for island travel, there might be a place if you look around for one of these things to be charged.
Yeah, they don't even require. They're not like Teslas. They don't require a special thing. You just have to have a socket to plug them into. But if we can find a fast charge station, that would be great.
Right. Would you like to roll for it?
Someone should.
Lily.
I don't want to be responsible for any of this, frankly.
Lily.
Yeah, I'll see if I can figure out how to find a thing to charge it and then get it charging.
All right, Lily, I would like you to roll 10d6. And then tell me if you have any ones or any sixes.
No ones, and I have 4 6s.
Extraordinarily successful.
Yes.
We're gonna make it.
A team over here.
This is
100%.
why I'm not rolling.
Not many of you find a charging station, but it is a fast charging station, and it is designed for this kind of golf cart specifically.
Beautiful.
Sweet.
So
Nice.
you are able to get it up to full battery.
Lovely.
It's doing really well. Would you like to check the gas station for any other things? I will remind you that your batteries and your flashlights are starting to get low. You don't have backups.
Yeah.
And you don't have any food or water because you didn't take any from the resort.
Reed just opens the door.
All right, I need you to roll a conflict.
Okay.
No.
Is that a
96.
It all goes south.
1-1,
That's not bad.
3 6s.
All right, so you're successful. You enter the gas station, and as you cross the threshold, there is a crunch of glass. So definitely some windows have been busted out here. You also see a smear of blood on the floor. You're not sure if it came from the person who punched out the glass or what, but it's kind of a lot of blood. But otherwise, the gas station appears to be empty. Some things have been kind of jostled around, but you were able, searching around for a little while, familiar with this gas station from being present on this island, to find a display of batteries that has fallen on its face. So no one saw it before now. But you find enough batteries to keep your flashlights running for a while.
I spread it amongst the group silently with just gentle. Murr, 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 murr,
Thanks, Reed. You're so nice.
murr.
I
What are
just
the rest of
love
you
the way that you just grunt.
Are the rest of you looking for anything else, investigating any further?
I would like to look for like water.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all around us.
I'm also going to have you roll for that. So
Okay.
now you're going to roll 9d6 because you lost one from your pool.
All right. 96. This is a lot of dice.
It is.
Okay.
It'll get less. Don't worry.
Oh no. Terrible news, everyone. We lost one.
You did roll a 1. So your dice pool.
Oh, I just rolled a second one too.
Oh no.
2 1s and 1 6.
Well, fortunately, the number of 6s does not matter at this point. So you have succeeded. You have also gone searching, looking through the gas station. It seems like the main water displays have been completely cleared out. But as you're looking closer, you see that somebody, maybe a gas station attendant, maybe a resident who thought that they would come back here for some reason, has kind of sneakily stashed a couple of gallons of water back behind some of the sodas that have been undisturbed in the back of a freezer cabinet. So you have access to some water. You were able to find that. Is there anything else you'd like to look for before you leave this gas station?
I want to see if there's a map.
A map. All right. You know what to do. You're going to roll. You have 7d6 in your pool right now.
Ooh, that is 1 success and 1 failure.
All right. Pool's getting a little small now. You have 6 die remaining. And let's say what are you looking for? What do you see here? What's the success condition look like for you?
Yeah, I was hoping to find something that wasn't something more of like an accurate map, not necessarily the kind of thing that like here's all the local attractions and here's all the touristy stuff, but something like a road map almost, so that we know, like, we can tell what the actual like quickest route is to the northern shore.
Perfect. So you find that it's almost exactly what you described. You are able to find a map of like the local roads, including trails. This map seems to have been designed for people who are interested in like more like hiking, or rugged adventure. And also it has brilliant maps of the main roads on the island. So you're able to see that the road that you're on will make it to the north side of the island, but you will have to pass over the central area of the island where there's a rather, I wouldn't call it a mountain, but it's pretty tall hill. It's gonna take a lot out of you to climb that way. You can look for more detail on the map to try and figure out if there's another route that will still through civilization, or if you're going to go over the mountain, for lack of a better word.
I want to bring the map over to the group, like, once everybody else is done with all of the rest of their stuff. Like, hey everybody, so I was thinking, like, I don't really know how much longer this cart is gonna keep going. So, but I found a map, and I was thinking, like, maybe we could figure out like what's the best way to get up there. I think that would be a good idea.
With I live on the island. Would I be able to look at this and kind of spot a decent route for us?
Yeah, I think that you would be able to do that even without a conflict. So you can look through the map. You're able to chart a course. It's not over the highest part of the mountain. You have managed to avoid that. But you do know that this road is less populous, the one that you're going to take. It's a little bit less, like, there aren't as many houses on it. It's going to be a bit more remote.
All right. Fewer people. Thank God.
He does say words.
Well, it might be, now that we know that there are looters, it might be good to not be right in the middle of things.
Madam Narrator Lady?
Yes.
Can I find some Old Bay real quick, or like some Tony Chachere's or something?
Sure. You can go looking around for those things.
Yes. Do I have to roll dice?
Yes. That would be 66. If you don't succeed on this, I swear.
I got a 6.
Okay,
And no
you
ones.
succeeded. Tell me where you find that Old Bay.
It's right next to where the pork rinds are.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
All right, so you find yourself some Old Bay seasoning.
Bucket that. That's for later.
Around this time, you hear kind of a weird noise coming from the direction of the resort.
Gotta go.
Or we gotta set up. What if it's them? I gotta capture footage.
Yes, you can take footage from the back of the thing as we roll away expeditiously.
I still have to set up the tripod and the camera. Gosh, it'll only take a second.
Nope.
You don't have a gimbal? I have a gimbal. Here, you can use my
What?
gimbal.
We've been hauling a gimbal around?
It's one of the small ones.
Influencers.
It didn't even go in a
have a
checked
full-
bag. It's in my carry-on. Come on.
This might be a chance to live your moment.
Yeah.
Do you want to go ahead and get your camera out?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. You are now at this chance going to roll your 66. If you get a success, you will succeed in your moment. You will gain some hope, and you will also get an extra die to use in the future. That one can't be lost when you roll a 1. It's a hope die. Let's hope it works out.
I got 1 6 and 1 1.
So you've succeeded. You lived your moment. Unfortunately for everyone else, that means that you've captured some footage of them.
It's just
So-
so good.
Well, why don't you describe what it looks like? That first little bit of footage. You have heard on the radio that they exist. You've never seen one before. What do they look like stumbling out of the darkness?
So I've definitely got like a night vision camera.
Sure.
So it's a little bit grainier, a little bit more difficult to make them out, but they're humanoid in shape, but irregularly humanoid, like elongated limbs that aren't quite right. The way that they move is also just disturbing to watch. But I'm absolutely fascinated and I love it.
So you're very absorbed as the others are gathering their supplies and loading them into the cart, getting ready to go away. You are very fixated on capturing footage of them.
I'm like, what if they're friendly?
You found them. You're going to share this footage with the world.
I'm gonna be so famous. Oh my god.
Are you like showing the rest of us like on the the viewfinder or whatever
I'm like
what you're
definitely trying
seeing?
to like grab somebody and be like, look, can you see this? Oh my god, look at this. This is so cool.
They're getting faster.
Yeah.
But we might want to move.
Yeah.
Let's have a conflict roll to make sure that you are all able to get away. Who's gonna roll it? 5d6 this time.
Chev, you wanna use those magic fingers?
Yeah. So I want to say probably like Argyle probably got roped into doing the actual driving earlier, and he was diligent and made sure to turn off and remove the keys from the golf cart and put them in a safe location. And Lily, when she was dragging people over to look at her viewfinder and look at the footage, he just kind of started shivering and just like, ooh, I don't like that. And he's trying to remember like, wait, where's the keys? And trying to find the keys to the dealio. That is a 1 and no 6s.
That's a failed conflict. That means that we darken a candle unless you want to burn a trait. You can re-roll.
If you
I'm
burn
gonna
a
hold
trait.
on to it for now.
You're going to hold on to it for now. So we're darkening a candle. That means that this scene ends
Yes.
at this point, and I will narrate the consequences of your failure.
Just for question's sake, can anyone burn a trait or does it have to be the person who failed the roll?
It has to be the person who failed the roll.
Okay. Unfortunate.
It is.
Yeah, no, I was like, I'll burn one of mine.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it.
As you're in your panic, searching all over yourself, where are the keys? Where did I put them? Which pocket are they in? You're a magician. You have a lot of pockets. You can't find any. Not in any of your ones that you normally keep separate from your magic. not in any of your sleeve pockets or your hidden ones. The keys don't appear to be on you anymore. And they are getting closer. It is at this time that we need to establish the things which are true. So I will start, and then we will say a truth for every candle, starting with the person who failed their roll, which led to us darkening a candle. So these things are true. The world is dark. I will remind the players now that they can say truths that are not complicated, that are either positive or negative, which make the story more interesting or provide some help to this problem. And they must not contradict each other. All right, I'll start with you, Chev.
And we can't give, like, we can't, like, weaken them in any way. Is that correct?
That's correct. You can't weaken them.
Okay.
Their weakness is that they're afraid of light.
Okay.
These things are true. The world is dark, and
Oh, I'm blanking.
you can say something about the situation. You could say where your keys are.
We have 9 truths, right?
9 truths, and the last one will be that you are all alive.
Why don't
the golf cart will get us to momentary safety.
Okay.
Does it matter what order we go in?
We're going to go clockwise.
Okay.
We'll make it easier.
Okay. There's a loud bang from inside the gas station.
Oh, good.
Goody. I'll say the road is not well maintained.
Whose side are you on?
The fun side.
Team Venture.
Oh, jeez. The keys are on the ground by Gil.
The lights flicker out. So we're up to 5 truths that have been said so far.
Mm-hmm.
You have 3 remaining. Make them count, y'all.
The tires of the golf cart are all terrain.
Useful.
Yes.
The bang was caused by one of them.
You can hear thunder in the distance.
And together, we
are all alive.
We are all alive.
Until we aren't.
Until you aren't.
Because of Lily.
Hurry up. They're
Okay, I have a question real quick. Do we go back to 10 die now?
You are actually up to 9.
Yes.
That is the max number.
Oh, because the number of candles. Right.
You have the number of candles, and I actually have one now.
Yes.
Oh, no.
This is where we have to start beating her.
Right. Okay. Cool.
I would also like to point out that Tuff has a hope die.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Because she succeeded in living her moment.
Yes.
Okay, so can I ask another question?
Yes.
If it goes into everybody's die pool, though, right? Or does it only work when Tuff rolls?
I believe it's specific to tough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only tough has 10 dice. We all have.
Okay, got you. That makes sense.
And then it goes away when we fail a dire conflict,
Okay.
because all hope is lost.
Wait, if you fail a die, like even if you roll
You
one
Dire
one-
conflict.
Oh, a dire
You
conflict.
feel a dire conflict or a brink.
Gotcha.
Brink,
That's when it goes away.
Okay.
But you aren't anywhere near your brinks right now.
Right.
We
You
are
don't know
only
me.
You don't know me. I'm right there. I'm in the moment.
All right. They're coming for you. What are you all going to do about it? We know what's true.
Yeah.
What are you trying to get accomplished now?
Gil, keys beside your left foot.
Oh, yes. Quick lean down, grab the keys, start it up. And Gil doesn't even really even look to see if everyone is on the cart. He just immediately starts driving.
It's fine. I'll run behind it.
Reed
Hey.
has grabbed Lily's the back of her blue sweater and just.
Pulling her away from them.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, and I was already in the front of the cart because I was far away from everybody because I want to go to the boat. So I just hop on when he's driving by me. I just jump on.
Okay. All right.
I will, since I was already digging around in the camera equipment, I will turn on the video light as bright as I can make it and shine it at them.
All right. I'm going to have you roll a conflict for that.
That's what I figured.
So you have 96.
We have fun here.
We have fun.
Yep, nice.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. You're totally safe. They're only surrounding you. That's all.
Yeah, maybe they're friendly.
Uh-huh.
They just want to give us a hug.
2 sixes,
death.
2 sixes, no ones.
Okay. So you are successful. Please tell us what happens when you shine the light on them.
At first, they freeze, and we get a chance to see them clearly. And of course, our eyes are adapted to darkness, so this after image of their elongated, warped, bloated in places bodies is kind of burned into our retinas very briefly. And of course, they all look with their milky eyes toward the light, and then hiss and shriek, and bits of ichor or something worse spill out of their mouths and other orifices that shouldn't exist. And then, as if resentful, they slowly back away and then begin to scatter into the woods as if trying to hide from the source of light.
All right. You make it onto the golf cart, or beside it, you're running alongside, but they have shrunken back away from you. You are carrying on your way, following the map that Gil got and that Reed read to great effect. As you are carrying on your way, you occasionally hear something crashing in the woods. Some hisses whenever you get too close with a little too much light. You get the impression that they are never very far away from you. But you've made it out of this alive. As you carry on, you get a little bit closer in to what the town is. Those of you who are familiar with the island don't really recognize it. There are golf carts, other vehicles, motorcycles, those sort of things, just discarded everywhere. Looks a little chaotic. There's broken glass on the ground in various locations. There's normally a fountain running in the center of town. The fountain is full of blood. It's not currently pumping. It looks like it's been clogged for a while, but it's stained pretty badly. The white marble. It looks kind of grim. What would you like to do in this area?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go film the fountain.
Fountain.
Yes, I gotta get the the atmosphere for my video.
Of course. So please roll me 10d6. Include your hope die.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's got 10.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 6s, but I got 3 1s.
Okay. If any of those were your hope die, you should roll your hope die separate because that one, you don't lose on a 1. Okay.
Yeah, no, that one was not one of the
Okay. So you got
different
3 1s.
3 1s. Yes.
Okay. Would you like to reroll? I'm just going to remind you that that is a thing you can do. You can burn a trait in order to do that if you so desire.
Yes.
That gets you closer to your brink.
I think I'm gonna hold off.
Okay. All right. What do you see when you get closer to the fountain? Tell us what your success looks like.
So I take my camera over to the fountain. I make sure that the light's on so I can turn the night vision off so they can see what's actually in the fountain. And I'm kind of just narrating it, and then I see like a severed hand kind of just floating in it. And I make sure to get a nice close up of that. I'm like, oh, that's so gross, but so cool. And then I walk away. But I got some nice footage.
It is some nice footage. While you were there, you see some writing, some graffiti on the side of the fountain. It says they're decayed.
So the fountain's really spooky, guys, but it's like perfect for making this movie that we're all in together, which, you guys are gonna thank me later. But it says they're decayed on the side of the fountain. I don't know if that's like important to you guys, but I figured that everybody would want to know just in case.
No, Reed. I assume it doesn't usually say that, right?
No. Usually it says eat at Joe's.
I feel like
I don't like this.
No.
From looking at the viewfinder and with that kind of a warning, do you think these things are like some kind of like man-eating, like undead thing?
I think they eat everybody. Not just man.
I mean, they didn't eat the hand that was in the fountain, so maybe they don't like hands.
Well, thank goodness. We'll all keep our hands intact.
Does a human hand count as seafood? Asking for a friend.
Did you see it?
Did you see it? It came from the water. Just saying.
Just saying. I'm probably gonna be. Ava turns, to Lily, and I'm like, listen. I think what you're doing is really cool. I think it's stupid. I think you're gonna get us killed. But I understand where you're coming from, and I do think it's important that we document these things. Can we just try to do it like faster and more towards the boat?
I mean, you can't rush good footage, but because we're all like friends or whatever for now, Yeah, I'll try to be a little bit faster. But I mean, come on, who doesn't want to see a floating hand in a pool of blood? Like,
I, I would rather not see that. I think I am. It was it Eve? I think Eve.
Ava.
Ava? I'm
Oh, Ava. I'm sorry. I'm so bad with names.
No, it's
Ava. I'm with you. I want to We need to just go.
I
We
just
should
don't think
go.
anything good comes of like continuing to hang out. You got some footage. It looked cool. You got a bloody arm in a pool or whatever. Like
You hear a sound.
I need to find my parents.
Yes.
You hear
Lily.
a sound, and it's a bang.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Lily.
It's coming from one of the buildings near you.
Yeah, no.
It's followed by a bark. And a
Kill, get the fan.
happy.
No. I will give I'll give Ava and Argyle a look like we should probably, and then I'll say, Lily, I think Ava has a great point. Think of it this way. It's mostly your reaction that people want to see, right? So honestly, I think what you need more footage of is you on the back of the cart as we escape, and you can narrate how you're feeling and what you've
barking
seen.
gets louder.
Oh my god!
No
I
one
would
wants to
love
see a
that
picture of
kind
a dog.
Thing. That's the kind of content that I would just absolutely love. I want to see your reaction. I want to see your human behavior in the light of your braveness in such crazy peril. Can we go?
Yes.
A dog comes bursting out of one of the buildings.
Uh-oh.
Happy.
Dogs aren't allowed
Yeah.
on the island.
It's being
Everybody, please get on the cart. And I'm driving it like a little slowly at first, but it's like I'm pushing the gas a little bit more as we go on. Like please get on. I'm driving away.
I would like to roll a conflict to make sure that everyone gets on the cart. Who's rolling it?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay. Roll. Let's see. You have 6d6 right now.
One fail, no successes.
All right, we lost a candle.
Unless you would like to burn.
Unless you would like to burn a trait.
I guess.
As long as you can work it into the narrative, you can do it.
How do I get rid of?
It's the
Now, I will
whichever one is on top.
remind you that you have a small chance of success. You only get to re-roll the one. You don't get to re-roll the whole pool.
That I did not know.
Do I want to burn my compulsive? I feel like I'm enjoying.
Well, you'd have to do something compulsive in this situation.
I can do that. Yeah.
Re-roll it.
I will burn my compulsive to re-roll this dice.
Yes.
What I'm going to
For
do.
6.
What? Yeah, 5 or 6.
No, just
it just
a
has
6.
to be just a 6. Okay.
Yeah.
The compulsive act that I do is I see the dog, and knowing that there's not usually dogs on the island, that can't be good. So I make sure that Argyle is already in there. I just assume Lily is just so focused on everything that I just grab Vaughn and Ava and just pull them onto the cart and make sure that at least they get on with me and Gil.
Okay.
And we'll see how Lily does. I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
All right. So the candle is out. After the dog, you see a group of them following out of this building. They're very disturbing creatures. They don't look quite human anymore. They definitely look like they're decaying. But there's something more to it. It's almost like in their death, they have mutated into something stranger. Their limbs have also elongated. They're a little bit more twisted. And the flesh is clinging to them in a horrible, tight way, almost as if they're still growing, still getting larger, still getting slimmer. It's very unnerving. They're chasing the dog, and the dog is getting closer to you. It's looking for safety. It's terrified. And Lily turns her camera on the dog being pursued by them. She doesn't make it onto the cart.
Maybe it's a nice dog.
I will give you a chance to resolve this conflict while we say some truths. These things are true. The world is dark. Mauro, what's our first thing that's true?
The dog is alive.
The dog is alive.
I'm going to say the dog is small.
Oh,
Freaking dog. They are extremely focused on the dog.
Is it my turn?
no, I'm
Oh,
thinking.
it's your turn. Okay. That's what I thought. But then I was like,
There's someone behind them, but it isn't one of them. You have 3 truths remaining, by the way, except for the living one.
can I ask a question?
Sure.
Am I allowed to just make any truth about the someone behind them?
Yeah, it can be anything.
Can I also make any truth about any of the other playing characters?
Yes, we're telling the story together.
Okay.
I would advise you to keep it in context of their character. You can't contradict anything that's been said before.
Okay. Okay. The person behind them is my father looking like Rambo.
All right, Chev.
The dog was bitten.
Oh. Wade.
That thunder's closer and it starts to drizzle.
And
We are all alive.
We are all alive.
okay. So the dog runs toward you. It's limping. Its back leg has been pretty badly bitten. It seems like it's a little hard for it to run. But I think that it heard you. It heard you talking, and it thought there was hope. So it ran out toward you, which unfortunately alerted them. Now, Ava's father has run out of his hiding place. And he sees you. Ava, he shouts. It draws their attention. What would you like to do?
Can I ask, like, just like in the context of like where we are?
Mm-hmm.
So he's there, and then they're in front,
And the
and
dog.
then there's the dog, and then Lily. And then are we like on the golf cart by the gas station?
You are in a central square of this town. You're a ways away from the gas station at this point.
Okay, but we're like on the side of like this whole thing that's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a way that I guess this is what I'm trying to figure out. Is there a way that my character could attempt to run toward her father without running through the things? Like, could she go to the left and like see if she can take a roundabout way to at least try to get to him?
Yes, you could try to run around.
Okay.
But
That's what I'm going to do. I know that it's not going to be great, but
yeah,
that's what I'm going to do.
just as long as you're aware that that might happen.
No, that's horrible. Yeah, I know, but it's what I would do.
Okay.
Is your moment active, Ava?
Oh, yeah, true. I don't know what that means.
Means
I mean,
you-
this sounds like my moment, right?
I think your trait is not on top.
It's
Oh,
not.
that's right.
It's not on top right now, so it's not active.
Yeah, that's right.
But if you burned a trait, then it would be.
Okay.
You can use a moment and a trait in the same scene. You just
Okay.
can't use two traits in the same scene.
Got you.
And I think it's just you just can't get like mechanistic benefit from the moment, but you could still act it towards it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you can still like try to get it active to, potentially live your moment, right?
Okay. No, I understand what you're saying. Okay, I want to run towards my dad.
Okay, so you will roll 8d6.
Okay.
I will roll to oppose you.
Oh, jeez, bud. Do you have to though, hell?
I do. It's required.
Oh. I have 2 6s and 0 1s.
Well done.
Nice.
Success. What does your success look like? Tell us all about it.
I'm so excited. Okay. So I run, right? So they're getting distracted and they're going towards my dad.
Mhm.
And then my dad just like lights this crazy, like, I don't know if it's an M60. I don't know what the names of things are. Okay. My dad takes out this like grenade or something and just like pulls the pin on it like Rambo style. And he just tosses it into this group. And this thing just explodes. And these things, they either get hit and they run off, or they're like scared of the light. They all just scatter and run for the woods. And my dad's just standing there looking like Rambo. And I'm like, it's been 10 days. How did this man become Rambo? And I'm just filled with like this pride, like, oh my God, my dad's Rambo. And I see him and I run over to him and he's like, Ava. And he gives me this huge hug. And I'm like, just like, I'm like, no way, Dad, what's up? And I'm like, want to come with my friends? and I get to see him and hug him. And I'm offering him to come try to survive with us.
Your
Can I
dad.
do that?
Yeah, you can. You can
Okay.
absolutely invite
All
people.
right, that's what I'm doing.
Your dad says, "Oh, it's so good to see you, Ava. Child. I was so worried about you, and your mother was." Something catches in his throat when he starts to talk about your mom. There's like a little hitch. Your mother was so worried about you. I'm really glad that I got to see you. But I have bad news. Your mom, she didn't make it.
I'm sad. That's what I say to him. I'm sad, Dad. That's upsetting, Daddy. No, that's like, it like breaks Ava's heart, to be honest. She's very upset. I would say that she probably just sobs and falls into her dad's arm, just like sobbing.
He like puts his arms around her, and when she was really little, whenever she was super sad, he would rub like very small circles on her back, and it reminds her of that. He smells like home.
I nudge Lily to, and then kind of with my eyebrows.
I like wiping tears.
Evil.
Just so touching. I did put the camera away at least, even though I was like
No,
kind of tempted to record it.
No, he's saying
Suggesting you pull the camera back out.
No, I'm.
Good footage.
Put it back out. Like, oh, you have to have your tender moment of happiness.
You've pulled out a camera and you're recording this moment.
Yes. Yep.
Reed, you had a question.
Oh, I was just gonna look over at Gil and say, "Death surrounds us."
Gil doesn't really know what to do in a situation like this where somebody else is being really like having a very like personal, tender moment. So he's looking around and like, just kind of looking around at different areas, like corners of the square. Kind of like seems like he's pointedly like looking for something, but he's not saying anything, just like looking intently at various places.
Are you actually looking for anything? You want me to narrate more of the square so that you know what you're looking at?
Maybe some crap.
No, I'm not looking for anything that specific that would be
Okay.
a roll. Just kind of like looking
Okay.
around.
Because you are looking, you do see eyes on the edge of the clearing.
If Ava, Reed, Lily, Vaughn, hey, do you all see that? Just like very, very carefully. It's not moving. Just like turn and look where I'm looking. It's dark out. You can't see where I'm looking. Over to the right of the golf cart. Do you see that?
Do we see it?
You do. It looks like a set of 3 eyes. They seem to be kind of like reflective, the way that cats or dogs are. They aren't close to the ground. They're about human height, maybe a little taller than humans.
We go.
We need to go, and Gil is kind of like backing towards the driver's seat of the cart.
Yep.
A little bit louder. I say, "Death surrounds us. Get in the cart."
Ava's dad says, wait, I had supplies. The damn dog. Ava, you now recognize that it's your family dog that your mom carried in her purse. The damn dog, it came out of our hiding spot. It drew their attention, but I have more grenades, and I have I found a gun in the sheriff's office. I've already been there. It's cleared out except for this gun, but I have plenty of ammunition. Maybe it'll get us to the boat.
Get in the cart.
How far away is this place with the supplies?
It's just in that building. It's upstairs.
But are there? I mean, we just there were some of them right over there. Are there any more around? Like, do we have the time to go get them?
No.
I don't know. I've been hiding.
Ava, go help your dad.
Yeah, I mean,
Get the
I'm
stuff.
gonna go
Go
wherever
fast.
my dad tells me to go. So if he wants to go get the stuff, I'll go with him to go get the stuff. We'll carry it all. If trouble happens, I mean, I guess you take off without us, but I trust that Gil wouldn't do that to us. So if we're not back in, I don't know, we come up with the time, then take off without us, but we'll hurry and get the stuff.
Yep.
Are any of the rest of you going up with them?
No.
Chupu, go fast.
Okay. You approach the house that they were in. This is like, it's like a one of those like colorful row houses that I have. It looks like the first floor is a shop, like a souvenir shop, but there is a house upstairs.
Okay.
Your dad like shows you the way. As you go up the stairs, you don't hear any noises. There are some smears of blood, little puddles on the floor. Your dad says, "Don't go in that room," and he points at a door. You make your way into the room where he was storing his things, and I need you to roll.
How many do I have? 8.
Oh, sorry. It's 86. You haven't lost any yet.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right. Here we go. I have 1 6 and 2 1s.
Okay. The 6 will succeed. Would you like to burn a trait to get rid of those ones?
Yes.
Okay. What trait do you have on top?
I'm burning distracted.
Okay. So describe, go ahead and roll your ones, and then describe how you are distracted in the course of your success.
Okay. I still got 1 1. Does that?
Yes.
That means
So
I still
that
lose one, right?
You lose that one.
Okay. But we still have 7. Okay.
It's better than having only 6.
Right. That makes sense. Okay. So, also, do you want to know that puts my moment on top?
Yes. Please let me know whenever your moment's on top.
My moment's on top.
Try to make your moments. Yes.
Okay. So am I doing my moment too?
We will wait on your moment.
Okay.
We'll
All right, but my moment is on top now.
Once another candle is darkened.
Got you. Okay. So how am I distracted? Okay. So we get up there and, my dad's grabbing stuff and I'm helping him grab stuff. And this might be so dumb, hell. Okay. And
it's our story together. There's nothing done. We're working on it.
I mean, it might be not smart of me. That's what I mean by it's dumb. Okay. But because we get all this supplies, I've got ammo on me and the gun that he had. He hands it to me to just in case while he's rummaging through stuff. He's grabbing a bunch of grenades. I get one of those, he's got he must have raided some army place because he's got one of those things that has the grenades on it. So I just strap up. I'm just this is weird, but this is the coolest my dad has ever been, y'all. So I'm putting stuff on and whatever. And I turn and I'm in the hallway of that room. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I open. I am looking in some other doors and stuff, and he's still doing something. And I open the room that he told me not to go in. Because I got distracted when he was telling me not to go in there, and I didn't realize he told me not to go in there.
There's a body on the bed. The body's face down. Its limbs look kind of weird, sort of long, stretched. But you think you recognize your mother's dress. There's a large blood stain on the bed.
Okay. So I am very what'd you call me? You called me Caddy, right?
Kenny.
So I'm
Kenny.
Canny. That's what I meant, not Caddy. That'd be different. You said I was Canny. It's like I am. Oh no, we're being rated. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at this thing, and I think that that Ava's quick enough, like she's quick-witted enough, where she kind of puts two and two together. She's seen footage of the things. She knows that it's her mother's dress or whatever. So she's noticing those things. And so she's not going to go any further. I think she realizes what's going on, and she just kind of walks away from it.
Okay. I'm going to have you roll a conflict.
Okay. Is that that's 7 still, right?
It's 7 still.
Okay. All right. I have a 6 and I have 2 1s.
Okay. So you have lost your one.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
But you are successful in getting out of this situation. Do you want to describe how to get out?
So I like immediately freak out. I realize that's the situation is probably that thing was my mother and is now not my mother. So like in my brain, I'm like, okay, these things they're coming from the dead and they're evolving after death. Like I kind of like all these thoughts hit me at once. And I just kind of like holy crap. Like this is ridiculous. So I shut the door really fast, and in my brain, like the whole site reminds me that my dad told me not to go in there. You know how that happens sometimes? Yeah. Like you completely forget something in the moment, but then something like you see something and you're like, oh yeah, I think my dad told me not to go in there. So I like shut the door really quick and I just run back to the room where my dad is. And I'm like, we got to go get the stuff.
Yeah. So your dad sees where he sees where you came from.
Yes.
And he says, sorry, you had to see that, Sprout. And he gives you like a little pat on the shoulder. We got to get out of here. You make it out to the rest of everyone else without incident. Everybody else, here's what was happening while they were upstairs. It wasn't for very long, but you were all staring at those sets of eyes.
Mm-mm.
You hear like almost like a hum, a low hum. It's coming from every direction. It doesn't sound quite human. There's a rasp to it. It gets louder over time. Finally, you see Ava and her father running down the stairs, fully loaded with equipment. Not only do they have weapons, but they also have some water, importantly. You are able to load up into the cart. And now I would like for Gil, since you're driving, I want you to roll for getting out of this square safely.
Are we still at 8?
You are actually at this point down to 5 to 6.
Because Ava lost 2 with the whole I don't know, call it mommy issues, but yeah.
Oh, I missed it. There were losses there. Okay, 5.
Before that happens, I don't know if this is possible, but actually I'm kind of thinking this before while Ava was actually in the house.
Yeah.
I wanted to, well, distract them.
Oh. You would like to roll to distract them.
To make it, instead of having us to have to fight to get away, but more to like create an opening for us to leave.
Okay.
But it needs to happen before Ava comes back.
Sure. Absolutely. We will go back to that moment. So,
content warning. Specifically harm to animals. So you might want to mute.
Don't you dare.
It was bitten. Anyway, I called the little lapdog over.
oh no.
No.
Okay, so you call the lapdog over.
And
You need to roll me a conflict.
yes. We don't have to say exactly what I'm doing, but I'm, How many dice?
You still only have access to 5.
It's 5. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Gil definitely does not notice that this is going on because he's still like looking up at the police station, like looking for any sign of Ava and her dad, like through the windows.
Reed notices. Doesn't say anything, just notices.
I have 1 success and 2 ones. I would like to burn selfish.
Very appropriate.
Yes. To re-roll those 2 ones.
Go ahead.
Not ones anymore, but no 6s. So 1 success.
Okay. I have rolled a success also.
Crap. So it succeeds, but you get to narrate. Yep.
That I will narrate your success. Vaughn succeeds in getting the dog to come over to him. It's very wary because it's wounded. But it does get close enough to you that you are able to grab it. I'm not going to narrate what happens specifically for the sake of people's sensibilities. But the dog does not survive. Lily notices you doing it. Gil does not. And Reed does also. Your teammates are aware that you have done this selfish action that has caused the death of a dog.
Yes. And then I will say to Reed, it was bitten.
Yeah.
And then I will get very close to Lily and then say, did you get the shot?
No. Take a big old step away from Vaughn. Not reading your books anymore.
I'm just gonna take that dog away from Vaughn.
Oh, it's away.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because if you didn't throw it into the woods, I was about to throw it into the woods.
That's the point. Is that it is it's running free through the woods to attract the others, them, so they don't pay attention to us.
It's going to a nice farm where it's gonna live and be happy.
Play with the squirrels.
Yeah.
All right. So after that is resolved, Ava and her father come down the stairs. What would you all like to do?
Your dog got spooked and ran away.
No, it didn't. They threw it into the woods.
She's confused.
She's very
what?
shocked.
Yeah.
Dog's gone.
Well, I mean, Ava and Gil is trying to like shout, but not shout, like whisper shout, like, Ava, get over here, like quick. I don't know what's going on. We just got to get out of here.
Yeah, we're in a rush.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're on board. I'm on board with. I think Ava's on board with leaving. I think that it's very likely that, like I said, she's like sensible, right? She's like, so I think she realized that she just saw her mother dead. I don't think she's necessarily worried about the dog at this point. I think she's worried about keeping her father alive and getting to the boat.
Lily, just look at your fun videos.
Okay. So you're all loaded into the cart. Once again, the cart's starting to kind of groan under the weight of you. But the dog's disappearance did make some of the eyes less focused on you. I still need a roll to get you out of this situation. You need to sneak by.
We're down to 4 now, right?
I didn't lose it last time because I rerolled.
Oh, I thought you did.
Oh yeah, no, he burned his.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. It's spinning. It's spinning. I'm gonna burn my trait because that was no 6s and no 1s. So what I have.
You can't.
Oh, you have to have a 1.
Oh, I can only do it.
To reroll.
Yeah. Okay. And never mind. That's just a straight up failure.
All right. You all try to escape, having gotten on this cart. But on your way out, because it's so dark, you strike one of the fallen motorcycle, biped, this small bicycle things that motorized bikes that people use to get around, and it makes a noise, kind of a metal screech on the ground, and it draws their attention. We are now down to 7 candles, and it's time to establish some more truths. These things are true. The world is dark. And Gil, tell us what else is true.
They are chasing us.
The dog's body twitches and moves. I want it to live. But not live. But
Ada's father throws a grenade behind us.
Since we're going to play it that way, Lily didn't think she captured the footage, but she did.
Let's see. What else is true? Crunching over some of the glass and the debris on the ground of this square. On the way out, your cart has acquired a flat tire.
There is Can I just don't know the rules about what I can do. I want to say that there happens to be a spare tire somewhere on this golf cart.
Yeah, no, that works.
Can I say that? Okay.
100%.
There is a spare tire either hooked to the back or in the under thing. There's a spare tire on the golf cart somewhere.
Fantastic. That works perfectly well.
Okay.
Uh, It's just that you can't contradict me. You can't say it's not actually flat.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
You can say you can like add to the situation, right?
Yes, and it doesn't matter because there's another one.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. That works.
All right.
And
We are
We're-
all
We
still
are all
alive,
alive.
except the dog.
It's still kind of okay.
It's alive again.
Okay.
No, that's worse.
No, it's
so
fine.
you drew their attention getting out.
Yes.
The cart is not going as fast as it once did because its tire is flat. But you noticed, Ava, when you were getting into the cart the first time, that there is, in fact, a spare tire in the passenger's front seat. It's kind of built into the floorboard there. And there's a toolkit and you could change it. Or you think somebody could change it. You're not
Right.
really confident that you can change it personally.
A Rambo dad can.
Yeah, maybe Rambo Dad can. It's very possible that Rambo Dad can.
And the grenade.
Rambo Dad can.
Grenade blew
Lily,
some
you,
things
you
up.
probably can. You're good with technology.
Have you met Lily?
I mean,
Okay, you get the cameras and stuff. I bet you can change this tire.
Yeah, it's.
The grenade caused them to scatter.
Yep.
It caused a large flash. And some of these trees have not seen water in a while. And some of them went up in the blast. So there's a large fire behind you now.
Yes.
The woods are starting to catch. The humming and the kind of raspy hiss of indrawn breath from around you gets quieter. What you hear is more of a crackle of flames, but you also still hear thunder in the distance.
Yes.
You have made it onto the road out of the center of town. You are following the path that Reed set out for you. As you proceed along the road, you see houses. None of them are lit. You don't see any movement. It's very quiet. Weirdly quiet, especially after all of that humming and hissing. Slowly, the cart seems to not be under as good conditions. The tire has leached almost all of its air, and the cart is starting to bob quite precipitously. You think that if you keep continuing on like this, you won't be able to salvage the cart. It might take damage to its undercarriage or something. So you should probably stop.
The fire is still close, right?
The fire is close enough that you can see partially by the light of the fire, but you aren't so close to it that you have a fear that it would catch you or harm you.
I will suggest, because I'm getting closer to realizing my own personal truth. And lugging around books doesn't help me if I'm dead. So my suggestion is that we light the books to form a ring of fire to buy us time to change the tire.
Yeah.
That will work. Why don't you roll me a conflict roll to make sure that you have matches or a lighter or something to light the fire?
That's why I asked if the fire was close enough, if we could just walk over and.
Oh, if you
light
want to, it's I'd say it's like a football field away.
Oh.
And it's pretty uncontrolled.
Okay.
From the looks of it. I don't know if you want to get close to it.
So we have 2, 4, 6, 7, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a new scene?
Yes, this is a new scene. A new scene happens whenever we darken a candle.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, only Ava has her moment on top. Is that true? Or does anybody else have a moment?
Oh.
Okay.
I have another virtue. I can offer to hold the cart up while whoever changes the tire.
So first, let's see if we can buy ourselves some time. I have 2 successes and is it a 1 or a 4? That's a 4. So 2 successes.
All right. Tell us how you managed to light your books on fire.
We just in the little net, like where golfers and stuff would store their stuff. There's a barbecue lighter left over from before, and just a little bit of lighter fluid, not a lot, certainly not enough to like make a Molotov, but there's just a little bit of a spray. So I dump out the books, and just spray the little bit of lighter fluid in a little mist, and then light them, and then just kind of kick them into a rough circle around.
Okay. How far away are they from the golf cart? Is there room for people to stand around the golf cart?
Yeah. I'm gonna say they're close enough that it forms a relatively tight space, but maybe 10 feet from the golf cart.
Okay, sure. Okay, so you succeed in getting this together. You haven't heard any sign of them from beyond the darkness, but you're pretty confident that this amount of light will deter them.
Yep.
Based on what you've seen up until this point.
Go fast. It could start raining harder any second.
At this moment, I would like to offer Ava the opportunity to live your moment.
Okay.
Ava, you found your dad.
I know. Isn't it exciting?
Yes.
I mean, mom's dead. That's not fun, but I got one.
Would you like to roll to see if this moment inspires hope?
Yes. I
So
would.
go ahead and roll your 7 dice. You haven't lost any.
All right, 7 of them. Here we go. This dog is trying to help me. Get out of here, puppy. You're not helpful. That didn't work out at all, sir. I got 1 1 and no 6s. Can I burn my moment?
Don't think you can.
It's too bad.
Unfortunately, I think that means that your moment is unsuccessful.
Man.
So,
Unfortunate.
well, think about the circumstances. You thought that finding your dad would help you to acquire some hope.
I had to go in that room.
You had to go in that room, and you had to see your mom like that, like one of them. And now you have to live with the knowledge that she's out there like that.
Right.
So unfortunately, your moment doesn't inspire hope.
Unfortunate. So what
I'm just-
happens? Do I just throw this
make
away?
sure that's
Are you muted, Hal?
You did.
I'm going to quickly check and make sure that is the correct ruling here. But
I think that's right.
the way that the cookie crumbles here.
Yeah. If we were playing this, though, would I burn my moment at that point?
Yes, you would
Okay.
physically burn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if it was successful, you would burn it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's cool. That's why they have like a little bowl at the center, so you can
I
actually.
know. I saw that. I was like, that's cool. I thought about just lighting a candle to do it, but I was like, nah, you probably set this place on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I decided not to.
Not safe, not healthy. Don't burn paper in your house, even if it doesn't set off your fire alarm. It's not good to breathe the smoke. So just saying.
Okay, Michael.
Do it outside.
All right, Dad.
I'm just trying to see to your health and your well-being.
Oh my gosh,
I'm gonna keep you nice and
okay?
centered in the moment. The past is the
In
past.
this moment, I want to set everything on fire.
The feeling of of momentary hope that you got from seeing your dad is very eclipsed by this feeling of the visceral
and the dog's gone.
and your dog's gone, and just a lot of things are not going well for you in this moment. And you are unfortunately just kind of paralyzed by sadness and fear, honestly. What if you see your mom again? What if that thing that's wearing your mom's skin, you can't really focus on anything else.
Right.
You're very distracted by those thoughts. All right, who wants to deal with the flat tire?
I do believe that failing a moment ends the scene.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
We lost a candle then, didn't we?
No es muy bueno.
Yeah, that's not.
I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
This scene just ends with me just being sad.
It does.
That sucks.
I am not going to make anything worse happen than you being caught up in this fear. Your dad is distracted by that too. He's trying to comfort you in whatever way he can. Your mom was normally the one who handled this, though.
Right.
He doesn't really know what to do except treat you the way that he did when you were really, really little. So he's just kind of gently rubbing your back and saying, "It's okay, Sprout. It's going to be okay. We're going to make it to the boat." All right. So it's time to establish truths. These things are true. The world is dark. Ava, give us a truth.
We were able to replace the tire without any issue.
Oh, okay. We're going to skip that conflict. All right.
Please.
Can I do that?
You can't.
Oh man, I got so much power in this game. This is crazy.
Everyone has power in this game.
That's funny. I like it.
All right.
The way forward is clear for now.
The way forward is clear.
The rain intensifies.
The fire behind us is starting to go down.
I think this is the final one, right? Yeah.
That's right.
But we're all still alive.
You have a final.
Oh, I do
one.
have one.
Yeah,
Okay.
you still
Yes.
have one.
Um,
Give us something good.
I know I was gonna say, way is clear. It's downhill for a good long ways.
It's downhill.
Mm-hmm.
And
We're all still alive.
Still alive.
Except inside.
you're maybe not doing so well on the inside. Okay. So you have replaced the tires. You have lost, we'll say, 15 books from the suitcase. It's quite a bit lighter now. There's a lot more room.
I'm happy to say that I just let them all. I literally piled them up, let them all, spread them out.
Great. So you have acquired enough room. Now you aren't crammed into it like sardines. It runs a little bit better too, because not only does it have a freshly changed tire, but it's not carrying as much weight. So it's doing more what it's designed to do now. And you're headed downhill. As you head that way, the rain gets stronger. It starts to be rather driving. Those of you who are part are a part of this island culture or come here often enough that this is starting to be the time of like when a rainy season would happen. So it's not maybe unusual that the weather would be like this. You know, it's maybe going to cause like some friction on the road, because this is the first rain in a while. You might skid a little bit.
It lifts up all the oil from the
And Gil is starting to notice some kind of slippery conditions on this road.
I look over and Lily, is your camera okay with all of this rain?
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Okay. And he's kind of like pumping the brakes and like looking behind him to try and see if there's like any of them following behind. He's trying to gauge like how fast can he go safely, and is that fast enough to keep us all out of the reach of them.
Okay.
Eyes on the road, Gil. We'll watch.
I'm worried. I'm worried.
Just
I think that action is kind of difficult.
focus.
So I'm going to have you
with me.
This is all very distracting.
Breathe in, focus. Breathe out, confusion.
Roll 6d6 to see if this is going to soothe you or if it's confusing. There's a lot going on that you're dealing with right now.
That is 2 6s and no 1s.
All right, you are successful. However, I have also rolled 2 6s, which means I win narration.
Yes. But, canon, the Von Ridge method works.
Confirmed. You might have a new convert.
Yes.
Calm him down. His anxiety is a lot better. He starts to feel like he does actually have this. His instincts for driving in wet conditions have kicked in again. It's been a while since you've driven a car, even working on the big liners. You just don't really have much of an opportunity to go ashore, don't have a much opportunity to drive. But you're able to kind of make those big conditions work in your favor a little bit. You're able to go a little bit faster, even. You might have been able to go with a golf cart speed alone. You're approaching the intersection where Reed told you to go downhill, away from the mountain. But there's a tree in the road.
Do I see it in time? Because I know that it's very dark out still. So, do I see the tree in time? Oh, I think.
Roll to find out.
Oh, okay. So that was 1 6, but it was also 2 1s.
Okay.
So I.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So it's like you said, it's been a while since Gil has been driving. He is still very. He used to be like before his life as a cruise magician. He spent a lot of time driving, for Uber and Lyft and Grubhub and all that. So he's pretty proud of, like inordinately proud of, how well he can drive when he's, not in the best of conditions. Like if, he's tired, dead tired, or distracted, or in a hurry or something. So I'm burning my pride vice.
Mm-hmm. You have faith in yourself that you're able to get this done.
And one of those was rescued. So we still have 5.
Okay. So you have 5 dice. Unfortunately for you, I have also rolled 2 6s.
Come on.
Get used to it.
This is going to happen more and more as the
Yes.
game goes on, and I get more dice and you get fewer.
Yes.
So, sorry. You are successful in stopping in time. You don't collide with a tree. There's kind of an almighty skid. But you know to turn into it. You know not to brake too hard. And you come to a stop right beside the tree. You think that maybe if all of you banded together, you could clear the tree from the road. It's not too entangled with anything else. And it's more like a palm tree than it is like a branching tree. It doesn't seem like it's going to get caught on things.
Could
But
we
you
also
would take all of you.
could we also like blow it up?
Maybe?
Just a thought.
I mean, we don't really have a choice. We gotta try and shift this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which way do you want to do it? Do you want to try and blow it up? Or do you want to try and...
No.
Blowing it up sounds like
Yeah.
creating a crater in the middle of the road, which might be hard to drive over.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that
that's
sounds like
fair.
drawing attention. So
loud. Yeah.
yeah,
No.
I think we should just move
All
it.
right. I was just that's fine. You're right.
That's okay. We'll save those grenades for later. They're super helpful.
No.
Who would like to roll for your attempt to move this tree out of the way?
I'll do it.
All right. Mauro, you have access to 5d6 right now.
5. Oh, I thought we lost 2. Okay.
You lost 1 because Gil burned a trait.
Right. Okay. How mad would you guys be if I said I failed it? Yeah, I can't even burn a trait to reroll any of them
No.
because none of them are ones. I got 0 6s.
You got 0 6s.
But 0 ones.
No ones. No ones.
It's not the
But
end of the
it still
world.
means you fail.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it means that we darken a candle,
Yes.
Okay.
and I will narrate your failure.
Right before you start, I just wanted to say, because I forgot to say it earlier, my moment is visible now on my stack.
Okay, I will keep that in mind. You try to shift the tree, all of you working together, including Ava's Rambo dad. You are not able to get purchase on it. You know, you're trying to pull it up from the ground, and everything is slippery. It's soaking now. It's a rather driving rain. It's just everywhere. It's coming down on you. And you aren't able to shift the tree very much at all. In fact, the older people amongst you, I think Reed, are you an older gentleman?
Yeah, I'm like late 50s, mid 60s. I'm the old one.
Reed, you strain your back. It's tweaked pretty badly. You don't feel like you can walk very far anymore. And you don't think that you'll be much help in a future endeavor to shift this tree. You are pretty far away from any house. At this point, you know that this is kind of a more country road on the island. And the only source of light are flashlights or the or the headlights on your golf cart at this point.
And cameras.
I'm gonna feeling that in my pack, I'm gonna go over to Gil and I'm gonna go grab Rambo Dad.
Wait just a second. We have
Oh no. Oh no.
Truths.
truth. Time for truths. Okay. These things are true. The world is dark. You failed the roll, so you begin.
Yeah. The fire is extinguished.
Mhm.
We see a light appear on the road that would lead up farther up the mountain.
This is not establishing a truth, it's reminding the truth that the cart has all-terrain wheels. Just saying. Just a reminder. New truth. We still don't hear any of the weird buzzing sound.
You also do hear an engine revving at the hill. Sounds large, like a Jeep or a Hummer or something big.
And the final truth, I believe.
We're
We're all still alive.
We're all alive.
All alive. I would like to grab I'd like to grab Rambo Dad and Gil, but not Vaughn because he's a little bit he'd be way too into this. And I'd like to point out on the map how to take how to take that higher pass to like route around and get to the boat. And then I'm gonna ask Rambo Dad if I can like have 2 of those grenades because I'm not moving very fast for a long while. And currently my virtue's on the top, so I'm gonna be generous. And buy y'all some time.
Oh.
Well, we're stronger together.
Yeah.
And we do have all-terrain tires. I'm a little concerned about, one, our ability to go up the steep part with the cart. I'm frankly a little concerned about whatever locals are riding around in big vehicles. I mean, we've seen looting already.
Yeah.
And they were stealing money. We have thousands of dollars worth of video equipment with us. We might just be better off driving around, hoping that they either haven't seen us or that they can't follow us because of the downed tree. I appreciate your willingness, but
Just let Reed
Maybe-
sit on the back just in case we need to chuck another one behind us, that
Yeah.
could be a thing. We can be backseat buddies. You can be in my vlog. Oh my god, aren't you so excited, Reed? I knew it. Oh, that's just the most excited sound I've heard from you all night.
Yeah.
There's a loud sound of thunder, a bright streak of lightning. You can briefly see your surroundings. It looks like one of those civilian cop. It's like a cop vehicle that came from the army, a service army vehicle. It has like lights on top of it and everything. That's what's up at the top of the hill, casting the headlights.
It could be help, or it could be that someone has pilfered it and is now driving it around to draw people out.
Mer.
I still think our safest option is to go by ourselves and go to the boat. We trust each other. I don't trust anyone else.
Mer.
I mean, we've been in danger a bunch of times already. I trust you all. I trust you all. I don't know who those people are.
I trust most of you.
We'll dissect that later.
Mer.
What if I asked my dad, because I'd probably look to my dad, what would my dad say about trusting or not trusting these military people?
Oh, I don't know, Sugar Pea. I've seen some really bad things. It's really a good thing that you actually only ran away within the resort. I'm glad you weren't with me and your mom, but the things that we saw, I don't know if we should trust them.
Okay. I feel the same way, because I trust my dad is who I trust to get me out of this situation. So I'll go with the group and say that I think we should continue on our own.
So, would you like to roll to try and get around this tree?
Wait. I mean, we tried moving the tree. What if we try moving the cart?
That's what I'm saying.
Can we pick the cart up?
It also has all-terrain wheels. I think working together, we can probably try to guide it around. I'm happy to make the roll, given what's on my stack.
Sure.
It's a little meta, but so we've got 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't have any 6s, but I do have 2 1s.
Why don't you burn your trait?
I'm going to burn level-headed.
All right.
As we it starts to bog down. The grass that was growing up along the side made us think that it was just soil, but there's actually a lot of sand underneath it, and it hasn't gotten soaked yet, but it starts to the knobs on the wheel start to kick up the sod and get down into the sand. But being very level-headed, I immediately just reach out into the underbrush and grab some sticks and put them underneath the treads.
Give it another try.
Nope, but they are no longer 1s.
Okay. Unfortunately, that means that you failed. The wheels sink deeper into the sand. Your quick thinking was appreciated by your group members, though. They saw what you did, and they think that it had a really good chance of working.
Yeah.
Just that it didn't work.
Yeah.
The car that was up the hill seems to have noticed you in that flash of lightning. It's coming down toward you now.
Mer.
And it's time to establish more truths.
Before we do, my moment is now exposed.
Your moment is exposed. Very good. Okay, so we have Gil's moment, which is he wants to do magic. And Vaughn, your moment is, remind me.
Oh yeah, I should have written that down. I was looking at my
own truth.
yes, to find my own truth.
Okay. Please let me know if there's an opportunity that you would like to live your moment. Either of you can do it at any time, but reminder that it's kind of dangerous. If you fail, you can still darken a candle that way.
Yep.
If you succeed, you have one more die in your pool.
Yep.
So that's nice. Okay. It's time to establish truths. These things are true, The world is dark. And we'll start with you, Vaughn.
In the lightning, we saw a boarded up fruit stand near the side of the road. On the far side of the tree.
On the side of the tree.
Yeah.
There is a crack of light underneath the door of the boarded up fruit stand.
Meg.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah. She had that face.
It's that last truth.
All right. The only living things in the fruit stand are friendly.
Okay.
Are the only
Man.
Can I change my truth? The only active things in the fruit stand
Yeah.
are friendly.
A friendly mouse and 1,000 monsters. Yeah.
Not alive, just active and movable.
Yes.
The only things in there that you could interact with are friendly.
Yes.
I can.
And
We're all still
we are
alive.
all
We are alive.
alive.
All right. So you see this fruit stand. When you look over there, you can tell that there's a pretty bright light. It's not just, a candle or something. There's something bright in there. Do you want to approach?
Seeing this thing is descending upon us, this truck. I noticed the fruit stand and I tell Rambo Dad, we got to get everyone into that building. And then we need to put like a towel in the crack so nobody can see the light, and we got to hide in there. Because you said we shouldn't probably trust these guys. And if they see us, they might take advantage of us. So we should all just hide in that fruit stand and pretend like there's nothing there. Do you feel like that's a good idea?
I knew we paid for those fancy classes for something, Sprout. Let's go.
Yes.
He
approval. Yes.
charges ahead. He says, "Hey, keep it dark. We're gonna get in there. We don't want them to see us going that way." You get to the door first, Ava. I would like for you to roll a conflict.
Okay. Do I only have 4 now?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, it's about to get real up in here.
Oh, jeez, bud.
It's a slippery slope.
Oh, jeez.
This game
Alright.
ends quick.
Here we go. I have no 6s, but no 1s either.
That's still a failure.
It's another candle out.
So the candle has gone out. But I will narrate. You open the door and you make it inside. Before you see, there's a person in there. And the glow that you had seen was a computer screen? You haven't seen a working computer since the beginning of this. It takes a lot of power to run a computer. But they're like hunched over it. They're looking at it very intently. They don't even look at you as you come inside. You are all able to make it inside and close the door. Do you want to do that? I'll ask you this before we establish truths.
I would. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I'd
to,
want consider.
We might do a little something. We might leave our friends a little present and then go in.
That is something we will handle after the truth.
I was going to say we can establish it as a truth, but that's fine.
Oh, you can establish that
Okay.
as a truth.
There may not be enough truth to establish it, though, so never mind.
Well, it's possible. Meg is going to start us with those truths. But first, these things are true. The world is dark. Meg, what else is true?
The I feel like I have too much power.
You do. Use it.
Moment
This
of
computer has internet.
Oh, computer has internet.
Yeah, somehow.
Chev?
The driver's arms are too long.
Ooh.
Oh no.
And
We are still
we're
alive.
still alive.
Still alive. That's it? That's the only truth we get?
That's
We're
it.
in trouble. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Person at the computer is a friend, but their arms are too long.
No, the driver.
Driver.
No, the driver of the truck.
Of the truck. Sorry.
Yeah.
Driver of the truck.
Yeah, it's like even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Chef wants
they
us
can
all to
drive.
die.
Chef's ripping the band-aid off. We're ready to go.
You make it inside. Would you like to do anything? Any conflict? Any moment? Anything? Now that you are at this door.
We realize the driver's arms look too long. Yes,
Yes.
or no?
So you can see it. You all see it.
Okay.
I was thinking like
Shared knowledge.
a flash of light from the door. You see the arms kind of like up around the wheel.
Yeah.
Okay.
maybe
So I
partially.
would say if we all
transformed.
noticed that, I would probably look at Rambo Dad and be like, yo, you got any explosives we can throw at this car to like throw them off the scent? Like
Yeah.
throw them into the opposite side woods or throw them at the car or do something to like distract the driver and get him away from the vegetable hut.
Well, Gil is a skilled magician, yes? Can we trick them into taking a grenade? Because it'd be much better if it went off in that vehicle.
That's true.
What? We've seen that they go for. They went for the dog earlier. Is there? I mean, this is a fruit stand. Is there anything here that they would go for?
Did you look around?
Yeah, I look around. Is there like a mini fridge somewhere in here too where they might have like a roast or something?
That is a thing that I would have to call on a roll for.
Yeah.
I'll
Do it,
do
babe.
it. Let's
Sounds like
find
a-
a roast, baby.
Oh, God.
Ava, get that roast.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Here we
We're going to
go.
use our conflict on
take it.
finding a rose.
Listen, no, any kind of roast or like a human limb or something that's going to be tempting.
Well, hang on, Ava. Before you go looking around, what if somebody just distracts them?
Oh, I could throw something and try and throw my voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's magic.
It is.
Yeah.
And Gil takes out. He's been carrying a pack of cards this whole time, and at nervous moments he was taking them out and shuffling them, and just kind of like a nervous habit. He takes one of the cards and he tries to like peek around the door at where the where across on the other side of the road, and he's gonna try and throw the card so that it hits a rock and makes a noise, and at the same time he's gonna try and like throw his voice so it sounds like somebody over there, like, you know, stepped on a rock or hit a twig and was like, shh, quiet.
Go ahead.
It's what in his brain, his mind, his magic mind palace, he wanted to do.
Perfect.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
That is a 2, 4, and a 6.
Successfully lived your moment.
I'd love to see it.
I didn't roll any 6s. So
Yay!
You have hope.
We all get a hope dice because we
No.
have some hope now.
No.
Gil gets hope, but that's fine.
I have a hope dice. So does that mean that I seize control of narration?
yes, you can.
Okay.
What happened?
So as it all goes perfectly, the card flies over and it hits the rock, and it actually manages to cause like a minor little rock slide off the side of the road, and the driver of the car is not even really driving anymore. It's just kind of like steering accidentally, like hears and sees it and drives and like turns the wheel like almost just as it's turning, and ends up driving the Humvee or whatever it was just like kind of straight off the side of the road towards where the rock slide was.
Okay. It tumbles down the cliff. The you hear like a large set of like rolling, banging, crashing noises, and then an explosion.
Narn.
Ooh.
Nice.
The person sitting at the computer turns around. It is a very nondescript person. They have kind of like mousy brown hair, and they look annoyed almost at being disturbed. Here, like staring at their computer screen. They're almost so nondescript that you think they might be like a spy or something. Like it's like your brain can't even focus on their face long enough to like pay attention to what their face looks like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's weird. But your computer has internet. I have videos of what's been happening, and I want to upload them.
You know what?
I sit in a chair.
I've been trying to gather information and trying to send it back to DC. So yes, I think we should do that. The guy like motions you over and lets you sit down.
Can you handle a live feed?
Let me upload at least the video of them first, and then let's see if we can get a live feed out. So I'll take, because I've been carrying, it's like, been carrying the camera, and I'll plug it into the computer and upload the files, and then send like through their database or email or whatever, send that video out.
Okay. I'm not going to require a conflict for this. The connection is just that good.
Okay.
This person in this weird banana stand that somehow has power and the internet has connections. Your video sends it out.
There's always power in the banana stand.
Chef. Meg,
he turns to you, Vaughn. The feed's risky. A live feed might make it go down, but you might also be able to get information out.
I was just curious.
Does there happen to be any crabs in this fruit stand?
If we die, because
For crabs.
I was about to blow myself up about 30 seconds ago, so
True.
kind of hanging on to hope here.
He gestures kind of haphazardly toward the fridge. I think there's some shrimp in there.
I'm just gonna take some shrimp.
There's also limes on the counter.
Shrimp and limes. Taking
We
it.
have Old Bay.
Mm-hmm.
so you're gonna
Shrimp and
cook us up some shrimp
Right, what's
cakes.
your moment?
What?
BJ.
Do you have a moment exposed right now, Reed?
I don't. I only have a virtue generous exposed at the moment.
Okay, so you're just gathering ingredients.
I'm just trying to find a good time where I can use this virtue, but I can't roll a 1.
Has Reed been holding on to anything in his pockets? Never mind.
Bay, I think.
The rain is starting to slow down.
What's a cut in his pockets, precious?
Yeah. So, sir,
Yes.
do you have any information that would be helpful for those of us who would like to survive the night, take the last boat off this island?
Oh, that resort's overrun.
Well, that's
You might be
helpful.
able to get to the boat, but there's a lot of them in the way. Maybe if you went around, you didn't go through the resort, you might make it.
So if we found a boat before we get to the resort area, we could theoretically pilot around.
Oh, certainly. You just need to get across. There's a short distance. I mean, you maybe even could swim to get to the rendezvous with the Coast Guard. But it's a bit of a swim.
Yeah, some of us aren't great at swimming. Would you like to come with? This is not a super safe place.
Can't leave my post.
I appreciate that. This is a man who knows his truth.
Mm-hmm.
He does know his truth.
I
His
can
truth
see
is
it.
what he's saying here.
I can see it.
Thanks for the videos, though. I think
Can I-
You're welcome.
Can
We make sure
can
that they know who sent them. Like that it was by Lily Dawson. That's important.
Produced by
You-
Von Etheridge.
your name.
It was not.
It's a collab.
It was not.
You better hope I don't get a truth.
I
How do I spell Lily? Is that with only two L's in the whole thing, or?
Yeah, Lily. Just normal spelling of Lily.
Right.
I would like I'd like to leave him my fancy fillet cutting knife. Just because I appreciate what he did, and he can use it however he wants to.
Mm,
It works really well.
yep.
He looks up at you, and he nods.
Yeah.
Thank you. That means that I won't need this. And he reaches into his jacket and pulls out like a revolver. Or this. And he pulls out a flare gun.
Oh. Tracy's. Love it.
I will take the revolver.
Who wants to take the flare gun?
I'll take the flare gun.
Okay. So you have those things. He is going to stay here. He's clearly communicating with a lot of different sites. You see different languages on the screen. It's not just in English. It looks like Mandarin. There's also French.
I speak ancient Sumerian. Is that on the screen?
No,
Mm.
it's not.
If it was, that'd be fascinating.
There's also some like readouts about like where there are still people. You know, you get a few glimpses of like on. It looks like there's some like holdouts on the eastern seaboard of the United States, but otherwise the map looks pretty dark. So you're gonna head out, he says.
Yep. We're gonna
Yep.
make it to the boat, and we're all gonna be just fine.
Meh.
Close the door
Well,
behind.
except for Reed. Yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Meh.
You go outside.
Nah.
The rain has calmed down, barely trickling. There's kind of steam coming up. It's muggy. It's kind of hot. Or at least it's warmer than it's been. Maybe it's the fire that made it this way. There's a little bit of steam. That car at the bottom of the hill, it caught a good bit of forest. You probably can't go that way to the coastline, but you could probably continue along the road.
So we're heading for the coast, grabbing the first boat that we can find.
Yeah, sounds good. That sounds much better than running into them again.
Yep. Creepy man in the hut was very nice to tell us that the other one was completely overrun. So,
Yes, very.
are you okay, Reed? Just breathe in, intelligible language. Breathe out, nonsense. Breathe in, consciousness of your truth. Breathe out, all worry and concern.
I just start walking. I just go straight past. I'm hobbling, but I'm kind of just going along.
I shout after Reed. Reed, you gotta trust the method. It works.
It works. I'm telling
The
you.
method throws dogs to death, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Reed.
Okay.
So y'all are walking
One
down
time.
this hill. You're approaching yet another intersection where Reed had marked on the map directions to go. One way will take you directly into the resort. Another way will take you to like a scenic overlook point. You're going to have to walk a ways down to get to the water. But Reed, you think that maybe that's the best way to avoid going too close to the resort, to avoid their attention.
I'm not a pushy pusher. Probably better this way, but that way goes towards the resort. It's overrun, but
Yeah.
pick it.
I mean, you know this island better than any of us, so I'm following you.
Well, if we want to avoid them, scenic route. Generally.
Plus, it's
Maybe not.
scenic, so it's probably pretty if we could see over it.
It's an island.
It does take you a little closer
Yes.
to where the fire is. To walk
It's just an island.
down to the cove.
And fire is light, so that's a little bit maybe safer.
Yeah, for now at least.
Badly burned or eaten by monsters. Oh
we
boy.
we should get a move on before we don't have that choice.
Okay, so you're going to head down to the waterfront.
Yeah.
All right, so you make your way down. Some of these
Down.
are a little uneven. They're uncomfortable for you, especially Reed. Your back is giving you some twinging as you go, but you make it down there. When you get to the waterfront, you can see, like between you and the fire, there are some staggering, tall, thin figures. But they seem to be like kind of caught between running away from the fire and the water. They don't seem to like the water either.
Good to know.
They have it. I don't know if they, it doesn't seem to have occurred to them to run toward you. They haven't spotted you. You also see a boat.
Let's be very quiet and go get the boat. And I'll start heading towards the boat.
Okay, Lily.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna roll
Mm-hmm.
to get in the boat. Now you have access to 4 die.
I do, yes.
Right.
Right, it's hope.
Have a hope.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
Make sure that you keep that one separate because that one succeeds on a 5 or a 6.
Okay, I got 2 6s. One of those was the hope dice, and I got a 1.
Okay. So, would you like to do anything about that 1? Do you want to lose it from your pool? Would you like to burn a trait?
I will burn a trait. I'm heading towards the boat, and because it's my vice, so it's my naivety that I'm using to get us there. And it's kind of just my blind faith that we are going to make it out of this alive, and I believe that we are going to be okay, that I just march straight towards it.
Of course you do.
Yep. And it's a 2.
Okay, so you don't lose that die. And it's a full success. And I only rolled 1 6, which means
Yes.
you have full narrative control. Tell me what your success looks like.
All right, so we start off across the beach. They don't notice us. The fire is still going, and they're caught between that and the water. They don't want to go near us. We all make it to the boat, and there's enough room that Reed can lie down so that he's maybe not straining his back so much. And it is motorized, and we start it up. It has enough gas to at least get us going. And we are off towards the northern part of the island.
All right. You make your way out of here, but you do notice that there's an awful lot of rocks. The Coast Guard really weren't kidding about this area being full of reefs, full of rocks. It's pretty dangerous, and it's a little bit dark. You're getting farther and farther away from the fire. If you want to turn on your flashlights, now might be the time.
Yeah.
Don't know if you will draw their attention by doing so. They seemed a little not into the water. What would y'all like to do?
Wrecking against the shoals, probably not great. So maybe it's time for flashlights and and video lights, or shoot off a flare and test and see if they chase it, and then, well, you know what? Go big or go home.
Brr.
When the chips are down, let it ride.
Brr.
I mean, I've been wanting to shoot this thing. It seems kind of fun.
Well, you might save it. You might need it.
Okay.
I will give you this piece of information for free. There are 2 flares in the flare gun.
Okay.
You can tell.
Brr.
They
Maybe
did seem
if they start coming toward us, maybe be prepared to shoot it in a different direction. Maybe it'll split them.
All right.
it did seem afraid of the water. So maybe we're safe here. Just
We'll see
in
in a minute.
if we have to wait it out.
Well, just in case, we're ready.
But you still can't see the rocks.
Yeah.
Even with all our lights.
Oh, if you turn on all your lights, you'll be able to see the rocks.
Yeah.
You also think that might draw their attention. So you have to decide.
Well, my suggestion is that we turn the lights to try to navigate carefully. And then if they start coming toward us, you can maybe shoot off a flare in another direction to see if that attracts at least some of them.
Mm-hmm.
If we turn off the lights, maybe like turn off the boat lights, shoot the flare.
We'll see.
And we can turn them all back on once they go the other direction. You know, like a pipe bomb and Back for Blood.
Yep. Might be good to have some grenades ready just in case.
Oh, always.
All right. So your plan is to turn on the boat lights to navigate and see if they see you.
Well, and specifically if their attraction
start-
to us overcomes their concern for the water.
All right. Who is going to be in charge of this role?
I mean,
Not it.
I can do it.
for the narrative, who is the one who's going to be driving the boat, though?
Right. Who is narratively driving the boat?
It's not me.
Because Reed is flat on his back on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a fisherman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he could probably be talking Gil through, like, because like Gil spends a lot of time on boats but not driving boats, and so maybe like if Reed talks him through it, he could not crash us immediately.
Sure.
Yeah. Like I
Reed's
know,
a
like
good driver.
okay, when you come
Gil.
through.
Make that roll.
So
You successfully lived your moment.
You
So
got hope.
instead of 3, you have 4. Roll the hope die separate.
Gil, I'm trusting you. I've not done this before. I mean, is the red light? Is that left or right?
Uh-oh.
Gil is just so you all know, this was an incredibly poor roll. A 2, a 4, a 1, and a 1.
Dear.
Gil is like, he has a moment of panic because he knows like, oh, if I mess this up, we are going to hit those rocks, and then they are going to like the boat might explode, and they're gonna see it. They're gonna see the fire. We're gonna be stranded. We might drown. Is the current bad? Is the current? Do I know how to swim? I think I know how to swim. And then he remembers like, no, hang on a second. They trust me. You can do this. You can do this, Gil. They like, everybody's always trusted you, and you always knew that was probably a mistake, but they always did. And they're trusting you now. And he's gonna burn his trustworthy virtue and re-roll these 2 ones.
Good luck.
That's a 1 and a 2.
Well,
Unfortunately, you darken a candle and you strike a rock.
Well, could be worse.
Fortunately, you're not going very fast because you're being cautious, trying to steer against these. Unfortunately, it makes a very loud noise. And they turn to you and start running into the water. Now, some of them don't seem to know how to swim, but some of them are using their long limbs to their advantage. They swim faster than normal humans. They're gaining on your boat, even though the boat's still running and you aren't taking on water. They're gaining on you. It's time to establish truths.
Yay!
These things are true. The world is dark. And Gil, you have a truth to give us.
There is a life raft on the boat.
There is a life raft on the boat. And
We're all alive.
we're all alive.
We're all alive.
How much longer?
They're gaining on you. And the boat is not able to go very fast.
I'm taking the flare gun and I'm shooting it behind us, like trying to get them to go the opposite direction that we're going.
I hand the revolver to Vaughn.
Okay.
Just go pew pew.
Okay.
I probably should have given that to Ava so she could have a little Rambo moment with her dad, but
She's got the grenades.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm about to throw a grenade into the pool of them swimming. Just toss it. And just let it explode the water and throw them all off while we zoom away.
All right. So you're going to shoot the flare gun behind them.
Yes.
All right. Let's roll to resolve this conflict. You have never fired a gun before. So I will say that this conflict is dire. If you do it poorly, something really bad could happen.
Yes.
We got a 6 and 2 3s on the. Oh wait, no, it's only 2, huh?
Yeah, you got your third one
Yeah.
for your.
You should have 3 because
Yeah, no, I
have
rolled
hope.
the hope dice and then I accidentally rolled 3.
yeah.
Okay. I got a 2. I got a 6, and on the hope dice, I got a 5.
So that's 2 successes.
Nice.
Very good.
But who gets narrative control?
It is tough.
Oh, yay.
my God, just let her roll everything.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I mean,
Tough
I
does this, and now Tough
Yeah.
does this.
yeah, and tough is just awesome. Yeah, I take that flare gun and first I'm kind of aiming it straight ahead, and then I point it up a little bit to give it an arc, and I shoot it, and it goes over them at a good distance behind us. And the ones that were swimming towards us catch sight of it and start going back towards it so that we have some time to try to figure out what we're going to do.
All right. They are no longer pursuing you, at least for the moment.
Yes.
What are you all going to do? Continue trying to navigate the rocks with the engine? You going to try and paddle? What are you doing? I will say that you've gotten around the crest of the island now, and you can see the destination.
If we can see the destination, I say, is there any way like we can? So we kind of ran into this rock, but can we, like, a couple of us, like, push off with our feet off the rock and try to get the boat going in the other direction, and then?
Sure, you could try to do that. It's going to be kind of slippery and a little bit dangerous, but you can try.
I used to be a gymnast. It's fine.
All right, Ava, you're going to roll to represent this.
Oh my.
Yes, I am. I got 2, right?
You have 2.
Oh,
have
yeah,
2.
baby. All right, here we go. I'm going to get us off those rocks. I got 2 3s, which is 6.
So that counts totally, 100%.
Totally counts.
It's not, unfortunately.
Dang, dude.
If only.
But it's math. It adds up.
Yeah, I'm a math teacher. Just trust me.
Down to 1 candle.
Yes.
During this very short final phase, you are in your last moments. This is your last stand. Everyone will die by the time that this candle is out. But first, we have some truths to establish. These things are true. The world is dark. And
We're all alive.
We're
Oh,
alive.
We're all
Alive.
alive.
for the time being. Ava, you slip in the course of trying to push off this rock. You slip and your leg gets pinned between the boat and the rock. It hurts and you scream. They start swimming back toward you.
Right.
Okay, can I?
Oh,
I would
Oh.
like to. While I'm pinned there, is there any way I can push the boat off and just start swimming towards them? I quit. I'm just gonna sacrifice myself.
You can sacrifice yourself.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Okay, I'm doing that.
You're going to try and save everybody.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn to Rambo Dad. And I'm gonna be like, Dad, I think I'm gonna lose my leg. I've always been very dramatic. I think I'm gonna lose my leg. I can't go any further. And I'm just gonna yell this at him because it's quick, right? So I slip my legs in the thing. I'm like, ah! They all start coming. I know it's my fault they're coming at us. I push the boat as hard as I can off the rock while I'm like stuck and falling in between the two. And I shove it and I'm just like, I got this, Dad. I got this. Get them to safety. And I just pull a grenade out and rip the thing out and I just throw a grenade at him and just start swimming towards them.
Yeah.
yeah. Seems right.
Okay. You make it toward them. The grenade explodes before you arrive. But those of them that are closest to you stop pursuing the boat. They latch onto you instead. The boat is off the rocks. The rest of you can try to proceed. But Ava's dad can't handle it. He jumps into the water after her.
Does he at least leave grenades behind?
My God, dude. Fawn.
It's not the time.
It's my
Bud.
character.
Give me the gun back.
It's what my character would do.
Fawn, give me the gun.
Nope.
You should have said Bonnet instead.
Nope.
You can hear him shout on his way out, "I'm coming, Sprout, you're not alone."
Hey, I'm like in my last moments. Probably like relieved, but also mad at him for following me because I really wanted him to live.
The rest of you can try to proceed. The way has been cleared. Her kick actually got you out of the way of most of the rock. It almost looks like you can make it to the island. And actually, looking beyond it, you see a much bigger ship. It seems to be moored waiting for you.
Oh. So, what's going on up there?
Well, Ava's gone.
No,
And so is her dad.
no.
But we're not getting chased anymore, so I guess that's good.
Nah.
You do hear a scream.
Yeah.
I reach down and kind of try and hoist Reed up, like under the kind of like not a fireman carry, but just like get him under the shoulders and under the arms and try and like haul him up so that he can see what's going on around us.
Yeah. That's a big ship. would I recognize what kind of a ship it is? At least, is it a cruise ship? Is it a military ship?
It's with the Coast Guard. You've seen this kind of ship before. It's a rescue ship.
Mm-hmm. Are there lights on?
There are lights on. A lot of lights.
Mm-hmm. Meg, you can't type deuces bing bong into chat.
Can't be Ava's final words.
Do that to
Canon.
Like that's legal. It's fine.
Canon.
Since bing bong.
It's over the water.
Oh my god. Okay. We should go towards the ship then. I can't row it.
I'm gonna navigate.
If I'm propped up, I can.
Okay. Reed, then you're going to have to make a conflict roll. This is dire. With your 1 die.
Got 1 die. Let's go.
Let's
All
go.
6s,
Two, because you have
baby.
hope, right? Because you haven't failed a dire one yet.
No, he
He
hasn't.
didn't get his hope dice.
I didn't get my hope
Oh,
die.
that's right.
Yeah, we're the ones that didn't get our moments. I rolled a 6.
Unfortunately for you, I also rolled a 6.
Shit.
But it still succeeds.
Sorry. Yep.
You start to make your way around the north outcropping of the island. You're getting into open water now, farther away from the reefs and the rock. There is like a smaller island up here that the ship is moored off of. You know that because you're a sailor, you know that they would normally send out like smaller boats to go to that island to get people aboard. You don't see any. And there are no lights on that island. So you think that it might be that you need to go straight to that larger boat. However, you see strange elongated people on the island, and your boat is well lit. So they start to swim toward you. They're between you and safety.
Hey, I'm using that final flare.
So,
Unless
well,
I've got something else.
when does someone's brink come into play?
If your brink is the last thing that's exposed,
Okay.
that's your only chance to use it.
Okay.
So I think the only person who's on a brink is Tough, right? I think you used your
No,
Gil.
I still have my virtue.
Gil. Gil's on the brink.
Yeah, my brink is exposed.
So you can use the brink and embrace it, and that'll give you reroll abilities. You only lose a brink when you fail to use it correctly. And you can also lose a hope die. But you're down to 1 candle. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dead anyway.
All right.
So you were going to shoot a flare?
Yeah, I've got one last flare, but I think we need to time this, and we need to be careful, because I don't want anyone else to be an Ava. So, we're gonna try this. If it doesn't work, at least we tried. I'm gonna shoot the flare.
Yeah.
Okay. Good and bad news. Bad news, I didn't roll a 6. Good news, I rolled a 1. And I would like to use my virtue to re-roll it. I would like to use the knowledge that I gained from the last time that I shot the flare to try to make sure that I shot it correctly.
You're smart.
Good.
Was the one that rolled a 1 your hope die or the other one?
It was the other one.
Oh.
It's not a 6. It's a 3.
Yeah. So unfortunately, this time, your flare looks like thrashing in the water to them. It looks like desperation. And it draws more of them to you. In fact, it draws the attention of some of them from the resort. You can see them from all directions. They're closing in on your boat. So many. So many. They grab onto the boat and pull it over. The boat is capsized. You are all spilled into the water. And they grab you. And they pull you down. Down. There's no more light. And you have all joined Ava. That's the last candle. So I will establish the final truths in this world. The world is dark. And there are none alive left to answer me. So that's the end. But I would like to leave you with a little something. And that is the recordings that you made at the beginning of this session. You left us with several voice recordings. And I would like to show them to you now. So I'm just going to play them back if you can't hear.
It started to get really, really dark. So I realized that without help, I'm not going to make it. So I'm going to head on out and see what I can find, because it's either that or just sit here and wait. So I'm going to go over towards the resort, see what I can do. Anyone sees us and is looking for the crab cake recipe, it's in Person's Guide to Fly Fishing on Saltwater. Good luck, Godspeed.
The only time that Reed ever spoke words. Let's have Lily's recording next.
What's up, guys? My name's Lily. Things have been kind of crazy, but I think it's gonna be fine. We heard a little bit of radio chatter that said that maybe we can get rescued on the north end of the island. So we're gonna go find those people and they're gonna take care of us and everything's gonna be fine. And I'm gonna become like super famous off of this video that I'm gonna take because it's gonna be great. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah. Bye.
Okay. Next, we'll hear from Gil.
3 of Gil's boat trip diary. I figured I need to save the paper. I'm running out of batteries for the flashlight, and I might need to make a fire at some point. And so I figured, maybe it'd be better to make this voice recording instead of writing stuff down. I don't want to give up the journaling because it keeps me centered. And anyway, yeah, it's like I said last time. Like I don't know what's going on. Sky's dark. I met a couple people, and it's getting cold. Okay, Gil. I heard there's a boat up north. We were just at that port a week ago. No, not a week. The days are blurring together. I think it was 15 days, and I remember it. And yeah, there were some boats there.
And next, we'll hear from Vaughn.
I know that in tough times, when things seem lost and it's dark outside, that it can seem like you're alone and you're fighting by yourself. But remember, we have each other and we have the light and the truth within ourselves. So if you see this, remember, don't worry about the darkness without. Fight, struggle with that darkness within, seek your truth, and buy my book.
And last, we'll hear from our first casualty, Ava.
I just was going to make this recording. 10 days ago, I hated my parents. I just hated them. And now I would do anything to find them, because they'll know. They'll know how to get us out of this. They'll know. They've gotten me out of everything. They always have a solution. We always have a way out. They always have an answer. We're going to find them, and Daddy's going to get a plane, and we're going to be fine. I know we're going to be fine. We just got to find my parents.
And that's our tale of woe. The complete story of these 5 people who did their best despite terrible circumstances to try and make it once more into the light. Thank you for joining us, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed the show this evening as much as we enjoyed making it together. Thank you all for being such excellent role players, telling such a compelling story.
It was difficult. I had to grunt.
Very excited grunts.
Thank you for narrating.
Yes, thank you.
Hal.
Thank you, Hal.
Thank you all so much. I think we will go through and sign off. I would like to give Meg the opportunity to start. We're going to go again clockwise. Give everybody your name and where to find you, and maybe where they can see you next.
Yeah, I'm Megan Amell. I am a full-time math teacher and a variety streamer. We play a lot of puzzle games and stuff like that. I kind of hop around. I really just like to talk a lot. So if you want to come hang out and chat with me, we just laugh a lot, lots of joy. So, the opposite of what we just went through. But yeah, if you want to come visit me there, it's Megan Amell on Twitch. And I stream Tuesday, Thursday nights and Saturday afternoons. So, I'd love to see you. We also play a lot of Stream Raiders. I'm a Stream Raider partner. So come by, play Stream Raiders with me.
Chev?
Hey, everybody. I'm Chev. I mostly just hang out on the internet. I play card games. I listen to music, and I have a fun times. So Tuesdays and Saturdays, I play mahjong, and then on Saturdays, I usually also mix in a little bit of a flex game before I start in with the mahjong. So lately, I've been playing The Wonderful 101 and having a wonderful time. So if that sounds like anything that you would have fun hanging out with, then come check me out.
All right, Mauro?
Hello, everyone. I'm Morrowind in my sales. There's no stupid name gimmick this time. I used to do variety streaming. I feel like I'm going to try and get back into it in about a month or so, maybe 2 months. So if you'd like to, you can go follow me. Give me a follow. I got cute emotes. And I like to get back into streaming just a little bit. But otherwise, you can find me on TikTok, where I make little motivational videos. So I love you. Tough.
I'm 98 Tough Love. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. You can also find me at 98 Tough Love on Twitter. We play a lot of variety games. I've played a lot of Resident Evil in the past, as well as lots of Overwatch and Sims and lots of other games. and my schedule's a little wonky right now. I'm taking a bit of time off, but I will be back on the 21st for my stream anniversary. And yeah, I think that's it. Cool, Michael.
And I am Zero or Zero Daylight or Michael or whatever you want to have, whatever you want to call me. You can find me on Duckworks channel tomorrow at I think 7 p.m. Central. And then Thursday, I think we have Star Trek Pioneer, the wrap up of that. And then I think Saturday we have what is it, Tough?
Teen Justice Academy.
Teen Justice Academy, the wrap up of that. And then on Sunday, we have Those Meddling Kids, where I will pay hell back for not killing me first. So thank you. I paid attention. And can I just say, I decided not to do what I thought the character would do because I didn't want anyone to hate me. But there was a little bit of, hey, Gil, hold this grenade while I hopped in the lifeboat and then ended my life just chanting my mantra because my truth was only one person matters. Anyway, we can just retcon that. Still would have died, but whatever.
I think that would have been wonderful.
Yeah, in his last moments, he's like, should have done it. But anyway.
Should have.
And also thank you, Hal, very much for taking the reins on this one. It was a good story. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I'm very glad that I got to run it here. This is a really fun system, and I hope that we'll see more of it in the future. I am Hell. Hell has some fury. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you can actually find me on most social media as at Hell has some fury, including on TikTok. And it'll be a really fun time to hang out with me. I will also be here on this coming Thursday for the Star Trek game, and I will be here again on Sunday. And Michael's gonna remember that I, in fact, killed Meg first.
Yes. Awesome.
Thank you all so much for joining us.
Yes. It's wonderful to see everyone. Thank you again. I'm sitting here trying to give everyone their color back because they're alive, but I keep turning them into crayon drawings because the color slider adjusters, it's either like black and white or it's like
Crazy,
very, very, very saturated. So thanks everyone for joining. You know what I think? I think if we're going to go somewhere, I was thinking Licity, but that one she's doing DBD, which is maybe tonally. So maybe we go check out. Maybe Hippo is usually pretty chill, don't you think? Because everyone else is like, it's death road to this or survival that. It's like maybe hopefully this isn't the one time that Hippo is doing something really scary and horrible. So let's try this.
Sure. I have the other person I thought that might be calm and did stuff on the stream was James.
Is James live?
Yes.
Ah, that's absolutely a much better choice. Because the most violent thing he's doing is maybe like driving a car. So he is very chill. He is a good friend of the channel. So go, and if you don't already know James, you will love him. He is a balm to all sore souls. And I think all of our souls are a bit sore. So go and enjoy the balm that is James. Give him a follow and show him the love. Let's make sure I got the... Yes, excellent. I'm learning how to do like typing simple letters in the right sequence. That's awesome.
Really proud.
Awesome.
So good.
Thanks. Awesome. Thanks everyone again. Thanks Hal. Thanks everyone for playing, and we will see you again soon.
Bye guys.
Bye everyone.
See y'all.